whole Typhlosion drugging a girl and keeping her in the cave and
That's
getting her
not
pregnant.
uncommon. That's not uncommon for Pokemon.
But here's the fun part about it. Like, we have stories about dudes fucking Rapidash and Lapras and having kids, and no one's batting an eye to it.
Not to mention, people seemingly forget that there are Pokemon who kidnap and do unspeakable things to groups of children.
What the fuck?
Oh, like Hypno?
Hypno, Drifloon, Gengar,
Darkrai.
Bayonet.
Well, everyone, welcome to the Vibecast. You can see we're getting hot. I mean, we kind of already sort of started, but like, I was like, at this point, we're just going to record because we won't shut up at this point. So this is going to be a doozy. We're going to have a lot. I definitely will timestamp on this one, but we got Mar here, Mar7. How's up, Mar? And don't worry, it'll be better. So the first one's going to be as... Vile, what do you call it again? The beginning? You call it complimentary?
Complimentary time.
Yeah, we got Vile, and of course we got guest again, Creepy Linton. Say hi, everybody.
It's the detective.
Bar Mar.
Man, first of all, what have you been detecting, man? Because this entire time, you detected what the fuck's been going on the internet. I should be asking you, have you been doing detective work on Game Freak and how crazy this shit is?
The only thing I know is that Greatest Gamer is a
mega faggot.
But other than that, let me tell you what I've been noticing about that Dragon Ball Z. No, what I heard seeing is that new Dragon Ball Z is pretty hard for people. That's what the only thing I'd be detecting.
Oh, you know what? We should lead that into how fighting games are hard, so we'll save that for later for sure.
All right. But I just want to throw that in there.
Like I said, for now, it's like I said, bunch of stuff, whatever. Then when Mar gets home, we can get into like the actual topics, like why fighting games are harder. We'll get into DBZ, where our thoughts so far, and what else? I mean, what are the topics we can get out the way for sure that are our main topics for now? We'll slightly talk about Asmon Gold. That one's like not so much.
All right, but the one that Mar just mentioned, I have not detected. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, the Pokemon thing. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. When I see, I didn't care. I only see because people kept talking about the leaks, and I was like, I'm not that surprised that Game Freaks is full of a bunch of weirdos and furries. So that's all the leaks.
Yeah, one of them. Bro, we saw one of their deaths. He unironically has fucking Lopunny ass framed on one of their desks.
You know why I didn't detect that? Because I don't want that to be in my search history when the IP guy goes through it. All right, that's crazy.
If they cared that much, they would have had better security.
No, that's really crazy.
They're gonna sue people into oblivion, but they don't care enough to have good security.
Well, I mean, the thing is, Game Freak and Nintendo are not entirely the same kind of thing.
I mean, Freak is in the damn names.
Oh my god! All I know is
I was gonna say, to be fair, I mean, even though we all consider Nintendo and Game Freak like, child friendly and all this other stuff, we do have to remember that both Disney and Warner Bros. Actually have an entire vault full of porn that were created by their own artists.
Yep.
I mean, that's just a cycle. Every artist eventually goes heavy into porn. That's just the artist cycle.
Guys, we're gonna rule 34 this because we already know the rest of the world will. So at least we'll do a better job, but keep it to ourselves and never release it to anywhere. So here you go, guys. Have fun. That's literally what. If you really want to see some real R34, actually work for Disney or Warner Bros. You actually might end up seeing some wild shit.
Yeah, to be fair, when Walt Disney was a part of it, he was actively completely against it. To the point where he segregated his male and female workers.
Interesting, I didn't know.
Yep. Yeah, no, he was a complete dickhead.
Yeah, no, that I knew.
That's why he died. Anyway.
I mean, like I said, I just don't, I mean, I'll make a video, I just don't give a shit about Pokemon. We already said it once, I'll say it again. It's so ubiquitous, more of a product than a game, that if a girl can sit here, in Japan, where their panties are sacred or some bullshit, and they're, oh, look at my Psyduck underwear. It's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't show this. Like, because it's Pokemon. Like, nobody cares. It's everywhere. Like, the amount of normies and random bitch, you could be a prostitute and she'll have, like, a Pikachu shirt on her big-ass titties. That's where the money is, bro. It's the Pikachu titty shirts. Not even a game.
But I don't want the monies to start becoming into some fairy seal, okay, man? I'm not dealing with that.
Whatever.
I don't want that shit to be normalized.
Oh no, I agree. No, I'm with you on that one. Like,
I ended up making a fan theory because I was talking with some people about this new lore that got dropped about Pokemon. Mm-hmm. I ended up saying, well, this explains where all the parents ended up going and all the adults, because apparently all the kids are going around trying to befriend all of their Pokemon and that. Meanwhile, the people who already hit puberty and been living really long, prosperous lives are trying to fuck all the Pokemon.
Oh my goodness, that is a crazy lore.
I mean,
like I could imagine there is a character within the Pokemon universe who genuinely wants to stick his dick in a Deoxys.
Oh hell no!
I just assumed that they were too busy during a 9 to 5. I didn't want to think about all of that. You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
let's be real. Like anyone trying to think too hard about kids or kids anime or game lore is like, all right, bro, chill. It's like, oh man, let's just looking too hard. It's like, bro, they're underwater. It's already stupid. Like, chill. I'll never
I
understand
like
people
to
who
know
think too hard.
stories, man. It's like Eddie.
See, okay,
all
okay.
right?
How about this? This is why. See, because the modern person is more big brain than the ancestors before. See, they were like, okay, they're not gonna say, oh, let me think about the Flistless. Why do you use their feet, right? Whereas in our generation, we like to think. That's why when my lore for my game, I do think that where you can actually break down. Now people say, oh, who would win in a fight? And even Stanley, he's from that generation. He says, whoever wins is whoever the writer wants to win. That's the mindset that those old people have. They don't think of it as hardcore as like Warhammer fans, right? Where my shit, there are characters that will never interact with each other, but I give you enough information and lore that you can theoretically be like, oh, rip off this character can actually, and you'd be accurate. And I would be there, like I'd be in the comments like, no, this is correct. This is how it would turn out, because I actually care about details like that, because my shit is, that's called being grounded. Like, you know, it's two types of story. Do you care about being really close and accurate, or do you just simply want to tell a story? And most people, even if there is a story, right, that's what matters more. So there's a good example, like Final Fantasy, right? The reason it's big is because the characters. Number one is your character design, characters. Does it appeal? Whatever, right? Then when they get super invested, then they overthink the lore, when that's something they never didn't put as much attention to detail, right? Like, good example in Warhammer, my favorite scene, why I like it, the way it's built different. If you've ever welded before, which most don't, you know that you need a welding mask because of the fact that that shit's so fucking bright that you will go blind if you look at it. So in Warhammer, in a cutscene, what they do is they're welding something, and the dude's looking away while he's holding it, while the other dude has the welding mask. And I was like, see, those little attention to details is what keeps you grounded. That's how you know that that writer knows his shit. And too many people, and the thing is, especially creative, and trust me, I'm in a Discord with a bunch of creative types. They don't know shit like this, and that's not important. That's not important to the bigger picture. So I hate when people try to do lore for shit. When the people, again, that's why, like, again, stop trying to think like, you know, classical music, like, oh yeah, it's the little and then the motherfucker thinking is here with crayons in his mouth watching furry porn. Like, no, you get what I'm saying? So me, in my story, I want you guys to criticize my shit because I need experts, people who, again, Iron Mouse hates watching House because she actually goes through medical stuff, like misconception when they give you that gas tank. Those things don't last more than an hour of oxygen. That's and that's the thing that we owe it. This is the problem with old head creators. You guys need to realize your time has come. We owe it to people who are in this industry, whether they're professional welders, doctors, gamers. Like, how many times, dude, I get annoyed as a tech dude when you see someone literally say, oh, here's a hard drive, and it was literally a brick. And it's like, what? You know, see, if we're going to nitpick stuff for being wrong that the average person can get wrong, we need to also nitpick things. Like, see, that's one of the reasons I don't like KOF. The choreography is garbage. Like, Vile, if I sat here and slapped you left, right, and did like a little bitch knee, you look at me and be like, this isn't a super move. You would just punch me right in the gut. I'd be like, oh. And that's why KOF say cinematics are garbage, because that's not how real fights work. Meanwhile, Tekken and Street Fighter are like, so this right hook is called a gut punch. You know, and it's properly done and everything. Just like, damn. Where you have a professional boxer even saying like, man, no, Kazuya's animations, they're good. Oh, Claudio's, very good. You know? And instead you have dumbasses, oh, Claudio's moves aren't realistic. Dude, an actual professional Olympic athlete boxer is like, you know what? Claudio's got hands. Like, you know, I want to appease people like that, not the average dumbass who, you know, I just don't like that. Like, to me, if you're overthinking lore for games or any type of media that is mediocre, you're an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like, do not put too much thought in Pokemon. Do not put anything rated E. No, stop. Anything rated T, maybe. And if it's rated M, it's like, all right, cool. Is it at the level of Warhammer? Is it like a novel? And the thing is, most people don't fucking read. Like, right now, I was in a lot of, like I said, one of those creative types, and they actually recommended me a book, and I've never fucking heard of it, right? Because most people don't fucking read. They just want to watch something brain and shit. And I liked it because they said they have dragons, but they scientifically explain it. How many shows or anime or manga have dragons that are scientifically or anatomically correct? Heck, I saw a video one time where they said, oh, which dragons are anatomically correct? How would they actually work in the real world? Like, because you have to think about, like, big example, in Star Trek, they selected them film because there was a giant creature. Giant creatures would not go after us because why would I waste all this energy to eat something that fucking small? They would most likely ignore us. Good example. Sharks don't give a shit about us for the most part, also we're not a part of their course. That's why Monster Hunter is such a good series, because it pays attention to actual biology. Meanwhile, most shows are, we're gonna have the big monster in attack because that's why. Like, no, that's stupid. That's how you know it's just movie bullshit. You know? So to me, it's like, stop trying to have Monster Hunter world levels of like, oh, the overthink. It's like, dude, it's Pokemon is just someone looked at a trash can and said, I'm gonna call it Gabbage, and then we're gonna make it go Gabbage. It's like, No, it's just someone looked at something and said, "Man, I got a good idea." Don't say it's about Pokemon. Like, man, shut your dumbass. And on top of that, Pokemon is the most mediocre turn-based RPG series of all time. Why don't you go play SM tier Persona, where one has some of the greatest personal storytelling of all time that it changed my life, and the other one has lore so good that you get to learn about other motherfucking religions, and it's actually accurate. Oh, you're facing the god of war. Who would have thought that physical things don't do any damage to him? Oh, is that like the mistress of magic? Oh, magic attacks don't do anything. Oh my god, crazy wild shit, dog. Holy fuck, we're learning about other religions and shit instead of sorry if I'm going off on that, right? I hate people who try to go off on lore for shit that's like the writing is mediocre.
Not important. So wait. So I'm trying to get the lore of this. Do you or do you not want to know?
I don't care because it's stupid. People are over. You're gonna say they're no. It's a good example. When you know how they say some people who get too artsy, they're like, oh, the wind, the drapes like the color represents this, that, and the wave represents her virginity, and then someone's like, dude, they're just drapes. You know, people overthinking about the simplest shit. Like, homie, it's Pokemon. This is literally meant to be sold to kids. There is nothing deeper than that, dog. Literally,
I just want to know. That's all I want to know.
Yeah, no, at the end of the day, this is definitely a call out to all you people. Like, no, you guys are low key just bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's like the kind of morons who do 1 + 2 and then think they're as sophisticated as motherfuckers who do like algebra and shit. When there's motherfuckers doing multiple, you know what I'm saying? Like the motherfuckers want to think they're high class. It's like, dude, no, your shit's mediocre, bro. Please shut the fuck up. It's so crazy. And the thing is, dude, that's why like people who read books and literature, why do you think they make fun of them? Why do you think people don't take video games seriously? Because you have morons like this who are super like, oh, come to like look. Well, actually, Call of Duty has fine story and it's actually deeper than Pokemon for the most part. I mean, it makes sense. Why? Because it's rated M. Oh, who would have thought? Ratings make a fucking difference. But even then, and it's the funny thing, Call of Duty players are more mature than fucking Nintendo players because they'll be like, yeah, it's like a B class movie. Like, yeah, there are things that are real and whatever, but they most part, it's meant to entertain you. Call of Duty story for the most part will entertain you. Is there a deep meaning here and there? Sure, it's sprinkled in there, but that's not the entire point of COD. The entire point of COD is to be a giant Michael Bay film. Michael Bay film. I don't know why I couldn't say that for once. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy that COD players can be more honest what their media is about. And be like, oh, you know the thing with the numbers? Like, you know, that was kind of deep. And then you go, okay, that's kind of stupid, right? Even though the numbers, Mason, it's a meme. They're like, oh, it's kind of stupid. But they're like, oh, we get that that's the theme of the Cold War. And that was a scary time. Like, my favorite segment, I always say the deepest segment, we can all agree, was the Vietnam section. That shit was legit. Like, I remember I actually stood there when there was the scene when all the Vietnamese came. And I sat there and I stared. And I was like, holy fuck, this actually fucking happened. Like, that's a mature fucking moment. A genuinely mature moment. And you won't see that in no Pokemon because it's all fake. There's nothing really, because again, it's just here for fun. There's no deeper thinking. No one's trying to actually fuck Pokemon. None of it really makes sense. The economics, like they don't think about, oh, how would it be to transport this and that? How would it be to feed? You know, like there's none of that goes into like there's a big Pokemon, Ash goes in adventure and booga booga boo, right? Like there is no deeper meaning. Whereas in Vietnam, we're sitting here and actually watching people put their lives down. You know, and we can live privileged lives because of this shit that actually happened. And they even did such a good job of portraying that in one of the cutscenes they have fucking goddamn Woods try to shoot an M16 and it jams because M16s were notoriously fucking bad at the start of the war. That actual soldiers end up picking on enemy AKs, and that's the kind of attention to detail that's mature and sophisticated. You're not seeing that shit in all these other IPs, and that's what makes me so upset. That's why in my shit, a lot of it's historical fiction. I'm tired of people learning made up bullshit lore. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go in a job interview, no one's gonna be impressed with your gay ass Pokemon lore. But if you sat here and talk that fact I said, you know, a legit corporate businesswoman, dude, big dude or something, he'd be like, man, this guy's smart. They'll look at you and be like, he's smart, he's sophisticated. No, that's impressive. No one's impressed with your made up bullshit convoluted lore. Or, oh no, Nier Automata is actually deep. And then your boss, let's say, looks at Nier like, what the fuck is this horny bullshit? You know, and COD, okay, they can be like, whatever, but then you show the scene, they're like, you know what, damn, you can say like, damn, that's real shit. You know, my father served in Vietnam. Oh, look at that, bro, crazy. It's just like, come on, bro. You want to act like you're deep? How about you get into actual media that's sophisticated and for fucking adults, not shit meant for fucking kids, bro. And not that kids things can't have meaning. You know, I think that's absolutely. I'm not gonna like. First of all, I fucking love Kirby. You know, and there are actual themes and kids things that can apply to even adults. Like, you know, like I'm not saying that there can't be meaning, but when it comes to like trying to be like deaf and like no, fuck off, dude. Like, actually, all of you, please fuck off, dude. It's so annoying when people try so hard for lore and to try to make something seem it's deeper than it is. Like, homie, it's a dude with a sword who goes, yeah, like, it's not that deep, bro. Chill.
And we got another guest here. What's up, J-Stars? How you doing? Yeah, quick question. Can we ask you a question real quick?
Yeah.
What do you think the Pokemon parents do when the kids is out wanting
my
Pokemon.
What do I think the Pokemon's parents do?
Yeah, like, do you think they're doing a 9 to 5, or you think they're doing other things?
No, they do everything. They do the exact same shit that they do in every single fucking Pokemon expansion. They appear for like the beginning of the beginning of the Let's Play, and then they despawn. I'm not talking Batman. I'm talking like Thanos reduced to atoms. Like, they never fucking existed until you walk back into that house and be like, oh yeah, I forgot I could change my appearance in my bedroom. And your mom like, yo, what's up?
No.
Like,
Thank you.
I feel like they gotta be fucking the professors, because how else will you get those connections?
Okay. But then again, in other forms of media, like for example, Call of Duty, there's also like it's not fully historically accurate. Right. Like, you don't just kill 30 soldiers and then call in the president like, yo, nuke this motherfucker. Like, you don't just drop a nuke in like the middle of the match because he dropped 30 soldiers.
Right.
And by the way, everyone dies. There's no more war. Like, literally, I don't know if you played Black Ops 6 beta. There's literally been clips of people dropping 30 bombs, grabbing the nuke. Everybody fucking dies. Like there's none of this. No, there is no victory. It's just over. And we did that to Japan twice. Not only to make a statement, but to send a message. The message was the second one. The statement was the first one.
And they listened the second time, for sure.
And then guess what happened in Japan? They made Pokemon. Pokemon, Hello Kitty, Vocaloid.
Yeah, I
literally
forgot
every
Hello
single
Kitty.
thing. Look, literally every single thing to remind them that war is very ugly. And yes, as Americans, we also believe that war is very ugly, but we also believe in capitalism. So it's a very, like, no, believe me, war.
No, I mean, look at war movies. Don't war movies make you like sort of want to go out?
Well, propaganda.
No. Only the propaganda war movies. Real war movies that shows people dying and kids being sent off to their deaths.
Yeah, they make you
because somebody told you to infiltrate a trap. Like Vietnam, for example. Nobody looks at Vietnam and be like, hell yeah, my nigga, let's run it back. No, nigga, we got our asses
run it back.
We got our asses handed to us by a bunch of booby traps and Scooby-Doo fucking mechanics, bro. Ain't no way.
I don't even want to
and then you're telling me that, oh yeah, like, oh, this is I wanna sign up to the army. No. Imagine you walk up to the battlefield and half of them niggas got stands. You can't even see them bitches.
Let me rewind the bit real quick. Hey, we got a new guest here. We got Honorable Hunter.
Yeah.
So, Honorable Hunter, can I ask you a quick question?
What's the quick question?
Wait, what do you think will the parents do in Pokemon when the kids is
they start fucking when I break out the baby oil.
Oh my god, no, not the P. Diddy.
Yeah, you already know what the plan is, bro. You already know what the plan is.
So here's the context.
You summon them, and then you go to town on them.
Oh my.
It's really a 1, 2, 3 finisher.
Here's the context.
He's been there. He's done it. He's done it before.
No, I didn't. No. For the record, I am not
Let
a
us know.
Pokemon fan.
He got his number.
You missed the huge rant. You'll get to watch it when we put it back. But the reason we even talked about it is because we talked about Game Freak leaks, and okay, that I'm not surprised that they're a bunch of furries, this and that. And then they just brought up LEwd. It just made me go on this rant about how I hate how people try to make kids or certain IPs and all that. And like I said, you'll see it later. Honorable J caught the other half of it, and he went off more supporting my whole thing. Thank you very much,
bro. I saw a great meme that was like, looks into Game Freaks, opened it, bunch of freaks.
And like I said, I just don't care. Like, to me, it's like, please, can we like I don't want to say this enough to people who still unironically like, it's okay if you like whatever. But please treat it like how the rest of 99% of gamers do. We don't really care. It's there, whatever. But play a real turn-based game. Play either Persona, preferably one of the others. But if you're a real motherfucker, play SMP. Please. To me as a gamer, I just adore people. Please play better fucking games. Please.
This is the hardest thing to say.
I'm sorry, bro. Maybe I'm crying, but
remember what we were talking about? Name 5 good games. Name 100 bad games. Bad.
Exactly. And then there was someone that was on our side, oh, there's more good games than there are bad. Like, what copium are you fucking smoking? And like, shut up. And like, no. Look, I say this statement is true. I play more games in one day than most people will their entire life. I'm gonna have to ask you how to play shop. I'm so sick of people's shitty opinions, bro. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
Thought my opinion was pretty good, but okay.
You're fine. You're not. But this isn't even geared towards you.
No,
By
I
the
was
way,
kidding.
shoutouts to Mar, or no, my bad, Vile, to cheating the shit out of someone in my comments who was being
Yo,
stupid.
I forgot about that. That dude was dumb as hell, dude. I wish, yo,
Now
that
you
was
know
a
what I
boxing
deal
match, man. That like when I read that comment, I'm like, ain't no way this guy's being for real, dude. You
But-
just comparing.
Now you gotta tell me context behind that.
Okay. So the video.
Well, it's really simple. The dude was stupid.
So the video was about I said the cinematics. I was comparing the old DBZ Budokai Tenkaichi with the new one, and the video was titled the cinematics are already a bad sign, and that was me comparing, and objectively you could see how the older ones were better, and I even said okay, there's it's a video breakdown about by the way, you guys check it out, and someone's there like, oh, he's already being nitpick, and like, oh, you should play the game first, like, dude. And fucking Vile, then you go. So there you go. That's the context. Vile, you can take the rest from there.
So I call him a freaking bozo because if you read the title, it's not that hard to know that he's not comparing the actual game itself. He was just saying the cinematics was not giving a good energy. That's all it generally was.
Right.
Is the cinematic was not giving good energy for the game. And then I'm predicting if the game is good, you're gonna obviously upload a different video saying, "Oh wow, the cinematic did not do justice for this game." Just a little. Context clue,
Right, thank you.
That was crazy.
And on top of that, to me, calling it a nitpick is very fucking stupid, because they had one thing I mentioned that is a genuine thing is they're too long. Like, there's only so many times you get a long fight, and you're gonna get annoyed or bored. Like, no, I need things over, like, right there and then. And by the way, I was right. It does get too long, and it does get boring, and it doesn't feel that good when you land some of the supers. So my predictions were on point too. So to call it a nitpick is very fucking stupid. But that's not a representation of the game, because I even said, oh, whatever, I'll do a further review, which I'm gonna do with Mar way later. But yeah, that's the context. Someone really sat there and said some stupid shit, which is the daily. Like, at this point, it's just daily. At this point, like whatever. To me, I don't care about comments. I hate people saying stupid shit. And it's honest good people, bro. Like, you know they could be better gamers. Like, to me, you could be a better gamer. Don't play booty water Pokemon. Play SMT. Don't play the booty water reimaginings of any of them. Go play the OG.
Play ReFantasio.
We'll talk about that game once we talk about Dragon Ball. Cap.
Before you throw a hate comment, read the title.
yeah. Or just
what's the title?
Dragon Ball
Budokai
Tenkaichi cinematics are looking concerning. Something like that.
I got it right here. DBC Fighter Cinematics already has me concerned.
Yeah, there you go.
You got 4 likes and you got 5 comments. And the comment we are talking about is the very first one, actually, which is kind of crazy. He was the first comment to post saying, game just dropped and you're already nitpicking without being capitalized. That's why I said that loudly, playing it. And then that's what I said. Concern doesn't mean it's bad, bozo. Just saying that's enough. Saying what the energy of the cinematics gave. Otherwise, the title would have been DBZ gameplay review, which I was obviously not titled that way.
Dude, that was funny. I literally was dying. But yeah, there you go. That's a funny thing. But you guys, anything else about Pokemon? Because I really want to move on, dude.
I was just gonna say about like the whole read the title thing, which is like it's really funny. This dude has a diabolical laugh. Oh my god.
I mean, mine is better.
Yo, I would clip that.
No, fuck that. I'm gonna hit him with that Blackbeards.
Anyways, carry on.
Man, crazy. I was gonna say just like it's funny how like what is it when stupid people like just only read the headlines of like articles is like turned into that way, but it's like reverse because the headlines talk about the cutscenes have an issue, and then he misread that as the game has issues. So it's like the reverse effect. It's like they only read the headline, but just like if you're gonna read the headline and then not make the correct argument, how stupid are you then?
Exactly. Well, hold on. Well, retardation is a deficiency, but stupidity is not a right.
Thank you.
Oh, I would stand by that.
Yeah, but like I said, Game Freak's a bunch of weirdos freaks. I don't care for the leak. I'm surprised they didn't. I mean, especially with the bigger issue is Pal World being sued. And their lawsuit is.
Dude, they're not gonna win it, bro.
Wait, are they still? I thought that was dropped.
No. They recently were suing, but it's like, bro, you are way too fucking late. They've already established themselves.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? They literally made up a bullshit ass copyright. They're saying, that only we're allowed to have.
It's infringement. So it's like, okay, cool move, Nintendo.
If they can sue Power World, that means the other companies like Ubisoft can sue fucking Nintendo for suing their mechanics, like the Sheikah. Like the Sheikah Towers being a direct ripoff of connecting the towers in Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Far Cry. Yeah, no, he's right. So if Nintendo does it, it could backfire. which it should. I mean, it's not gonna go through though, hopefully. But I mean,
If it
was there
somehow
anything else?
does, it'll backfire against them way more.
Yeah. Regardless, so we're good with Pokepans because I want to move
So,
on. Yeah.
All I'm gonna say about Pokemon is just get into Digimon.
Yeah, there you go. Get into. Mar has picture Digimon, so it works out.
But I'm watching. I'm
Regardless,
repping Banco Stingmon right now.
what you got for us, Mar? I feel like you wanna post our next topic.
All right. Oh no. I kind of want to touch base on this whole Pokemon thing since you ended up going on like a
Fair enough.
35-hour rant.
But that was about lore. Now that's what's Pokemon. Just I hate. Like I said, I'm done with that rant.
I got one that's interesting. The overwhelming surplus of fucking isekai anime and manga.
You know what?
Like,
I was literally thinking about that, but I'll let Mar finish first. Let Mar finish first.
Yeah, you go for it.
Oh my lordy, that's gonna be an interesting one. But going back on the Pokemon thing, since it seems like I'm the quintessential Pokemon fan here in this entire group, I will say that when it comes to this giant ass league, probably the most interesting things, at least for me, on the league, were the ideas of what they're going to be doing with the franchise moving forward. One of the things that they ended up bringing up was like one Netflix live action adaptation of Pokemon, starting with the first 150 Pokemon. The first season is supposed to be 8 episodes, and it's supposed to come out, I believe they said 2026, which I actually find very surprising because I believe that will be the 30-year anniversary of Pokemon. Secondly, they ended up touching base on the generation of their Pokemon games. Usually we go in a 3-year cycle when it comes to their Pokemon games, so that isn't immediately going to be the next game to come out within their 3-year cycle. It's actually going to be their Pokemon Legends Z8. But okay, but without dancing around the stupid bullshit, going into the whole lore explanation thing that they ended up having, a lot of people are surprisingly really interested in where Pokemon are started, and one of the biggest question is, okay, we know where Pokemon come from, where the hell do humans come from? And it's always been speculated whether Arceus forgot it or if the Pokemon could possibly also made humans, which, kind of threw people off a little bit, like coming up with that weird ass theory, but it does seem like in-house in Game Freak, they do have the idea that Arceus is the one that creates all of life, both humans and Pokemon. And with that being said, they also do insinuate that the lines are extremely blurred when it comes to interactions between humans and Pokemon. Now, the freaky part of the situation was 4 stories that ended up dropping. A story about Rapidash, a story about Slaking, a story about Explosion, and I believe the 4th one is about Mist. Those were some extremely extra DDO heavy stories, which is what threw everyone the fuck off because, this is supposed to be a children's story, and a lot of people know this going into Pokemon. But like to hear that they have the blurred lines between the relationship of humans and Pokemon have gone through eons and eons and different variations. So I think about a woman getting lost in the forest and man who is actually a Trojan tricking a woman into staying in the cave and living with them, being married with them, having a baby. Up to the point where it's, oh yeah, by the way, I'm a Typhlosion, and your dad's trying to kill me. And stuff like that just kind of made everyone go bonkers, and rightfully so, because even though we have some crazy stories, I'm not gonna lie, something like that was kind of take the cake because there's a lot of implications with the story.
I mean, all things considered, I barely, whatever the hell's going on, but is the fact that, I think everyone's too focused on the freaky shit that got leaked on Game Freak instead of the actual shit that got leaked.
Wait, freaky shit? What?
Yeah, no, that's what the whole thing is. The game, that's what the Pokemon.
Like the whole like the fucking Pokemons being pedophiles.
What?
Oh no!
Wait, whoa, hold on.
Well, I'm referring to like that one like really popular Pokemon that's like a safe shift into a dude had a freaky baking cookies moment with the child.
Wait, a Pokemon? Like, we're talking about the motherfuckers we put in the balls, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Motherfuckers can
What?
retake.
Did he, man?
protocols.
No, that's Drake. No, that's Drake. No, that's wait, wrong. That's the wrong audience. Sorry, wrong audience. Wrong audience. It's BBL Drizzymon. There it is.
I mean,
Drake
after this league, I'm like I'm like looking mad sus at Digimon, bro. No cap.
Digimon.
What you mean?
He said, "What do you mean about that?"
You don't.
Yeah.
Fucking
I'm
Drizzy,
not
bro.
looking for that.
But like I'm not even gonna pretend to actually correctly pronounce like the creature type.
I don't care.
Were
It
you
just
thinking
starts
about
with
Digimon that was sleeping with the little kid in Digimon Ghost
Yeah.
Game?
Oh,
Whoa,
I don't know.
what? That's
Sleep,
what are you
sleep.
talking?
Just like it's
Where
like
is
some
this?
weird
Where is
name
this?
called Terraform. I don't know.
I think it was Marukimon got attached to some little kid because the kid like nursed her back to health and didn't want to leave him alone to the point where her freak ass got into the bed with him.
Oh.
and started cuddling him.
Wait, is this wholesome or bad?
Well,
it sounds wholesome so far.
Well, hold on. Wait. It sounds wholesome.
Wait,
'Cause
what?
You're turning it into something bad.
Right.
It saved its life. You nursed it back to health.
Right.
Right. At this
fuck-
point, it's almost like a sibling.
Right.
This Digimon looks like a grown ass woman though.
You know what? Can we move past
Nigga,
this?
that's it. What the fuck? Nigga, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Mods, take away his freedom of speech. Even if it was, he said, it's a grown ass woman. That nigga's winning. That's a win. What are you talking about?
If that were me in my position,
no,
That's a
you-
win. Bro,
Okay,
that's
both
a
of you
win.
fuck off with this.
Bro, even if it wasn't wholesome, that's still a win.
Okay, whatever. Mar, your thoughts on
You
this?
just hating this. I hate this. Nigga.
if I was in that position, I would.
Wait, hold on. I want to hear Mar's thoughts on this. He's the Digimon expert. Take it away.
So, as the quintessential Digimon expert in this entire situation, I will say this. When they made Digimon, they know exactly who their audience is. All right, guys. It was a bunch of 8 to 13-year-old boys who were just barely hitting puberty and were horny as fuck. So,
Okay.
who did they
Damn, he
create?
harmonized
They
with that.
created Hanju Womon
Mhm.
and Lady Devilmon. And let's be honest, every time when they were on screen, you felt a certain kind of way, and you began to really love women. And you know what? That's just the way how it is. You know,
mention
some
Lulu,
people
bro.
I don't know, that's
are
clapping or
He's
different.
clapping.
Tempo.
He's clapping.
He's
He's just clapping.
Okay. So are we done with Pokemon and Digimon? So we can move on to.
No. I'm not.
Okay,
No,
let Mar finish. Let Mar finish. Everybody shut up. Let Mar finish.
I'm only.
Let him cook.
Listen, don't kill the messenger. All I'm saying is the memes are pretty damn funny for not knowing a fucking thing about Pokemon.
Oh, true. For sure. All right, Mark. Go
And
ahead.
a lot of the freaks were coming out of the servers that I just happened to be in to say, "Hey, look, see guys, I wasn't the old."
Oh my god.
You literally just outed yourself again that you are a Poke freak.
Hey,
Look, guys,
chat. He said, "Hey, chat."
Wait,
Who's in the Discord?
sorry.
I'm in. He said, "Yeah."
Yeah,
Wait, yo,
That's for all the freaks.
me.
Yeah.
He said, "It's me."
So, in conclusion, with the Pokemon shit, I'll say this. If the next villain organization doesn't have P. Diddy as their head, I don't want to play that game.
Okay. I mean, do you guys want to move on to the topic that Jay brought? Because that actually is a good one. I'm not gonna lie.
I definitely forgot what it even was.
He said about the overabundance of isekai anime.
Oh, and the fact that they're all covering
Oh, I
copies
thought
of
he
each
was
other.
still talking about that. I'm kidding.
You know, yeah.
You kid.
I mean, hey, no better. Vile, what are your thoughts as a normie?
Well, exactly. I'm a normie, so I don't get any thoughts. You win.
Mark,
GG.
your thoughts? I mean, the abundance of isekai.
Overabundance of isekai simply just comes down to this. Everyone wants to throw themselves into a world of whatever the fuck is going on.
Mhm.
And now we're at the point where it's extremely popular because a lot of people can't go outside and touch grass. And I feel like
Imagine
that is the main reason why.
Yeah, no, actually,
That's
yeah.
the main. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
that's
sure
the
there's an
first
isekai where people literally just walk outside their door and touch grass, and it's like a whole adventure. But
Okay,
the fact of the matter is, I'm not really bothered
plain
because
as
if
MC
you look
touches
at it,
grass, and then he just hears in the distance, resurrection.
Okay, Mark, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, it's not really bothersome for me. Like, I'm perfectly fine with the amount of isekai there is because one, I don't really like watching isekai to begin with.
Fair enough.
The last one I accidentally ended up watching was the Suicide Squad isekai, and even that was like, why am I even watching this shit?
Because it's all basically the same premise.
Yeah.
I died in my real world, and I ended up in this other world where rules that I'm not used to apparently don't apply to me all the time, and I'm some sort of god compared to everyone else around me.
Which is
So
boring.
what am I going to do? I'm going to do one of two things. I'm either going to save the day, or I'm going to get myself a harem and then save the day. Either way, is that not how every isekai goes?
You're
Like
not
that's literally it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because
No, every
it
isekai.
used to not be like that. Nowadays, it's all it is.
True.
Nowadays, that's all it is. They just come and copy
What was
that
it
shit.
used to be?
What it used to be was
Intriguing.
somebody gets reincarnated in the new world and they have to actually learn how to function in that new world. Learn the intricacies of how to function,
weird.
who to
That's
fuck,
weird.
who to mess with.
But
That's
that's what it
weird
used to
nowadays.
be.
That's what it used to be. Now it's just I
Yeah.
died, now I'm overpowered, let's get bitches.
Yeah,
You're
that's
not
the
like
goal.
that,
That's the
actually.
goal.
I hope
That's the
does
fucking
that
goal.
work in real life?
I wish it
Of
did.
course it would work in real life. Have you not seen Chads in real life?
Oh hell no!
Yeah,
What
no,
do Chads
those
do? They do good. They get same thing.
Yeah, I know for sure
And
you
then-
three
I
are the
don't think
bottom.
that's actually
You guys make it seem like this is a bad thing.
It is.
It's not, okay.
It's the
not
power
a
of
bad
fantasy
thing,
for
but it's
Japanese
kind of like-
incels.
Okay, but
It's
they're
boring.
not Chads in real life. They were high schoolers. They were fucking losers, like Konosuba. But that one
And
was
then it's
actually
like
funny.
it's
Yeah.
pretty much saying telling people the only way you could have any relevance
In
or
what?
like any type of like specialty, going against the grain, being the main character. The only time that will ever happen is if you got ran over by a fucking truck and isekai is a fucking.
Yeah,
truck.
I agree. Thank
swear
you.
to
I
God.
prefer ice cream
Just
truck
kill yourself.
personally.
I see. I'm
and
understanding
it's not,
now.
and it's not. Here's the thing. It's not the fact, and like, and I agree with I forgot who said it, but they were talking on the lines of like, oh well, when isekai was when you were reincarnated as in another world and you had to actually get used to the world, like you actually had to like develop in that situation. Like for example. Tanya the Evil, right? One of my most favorite anime of all time. Nigga literally got reincarnated as one of the most weakest forms of life and became an absolute terror to society. If you've never watched that anime, I highly recommend it. Nigga literally got reincarnated as a little girl and became a pseudo Hitler.
That is crazy.
But the anime was really good because it actually
He's not wrong.
developed it.
It is.
I'm not saying that Hitler's good.
No.
I'm not saying that Hitler's good. I'm not saying that fascism
He has
is
to
great.
explain it
I'm
for
gonna
the
take
all
that
I'm
out of
saying-
context 5 years from now. Mark my words.
All I'm saying is that the development of that character for him to become that terror is what made the anime great. And nowadays, with a lot of isekai, especially where it's like, if they're doing the overpowered spectrum, they're changing one little, that's like that meme where it's like, you can copy my homework, but just change one thing about it.
Yeah,
It's like,
literally.
yeah, it's like, oh, I'm reincarnated, but I'm a sword, or I'm reincarnated, or I'm a skeleton, or I'm reincarnated.
Oh,
or,
actually-
I got my
Or
cell phone.
I am
Like,
a
that's literally like the
vending
entire
machine.
premise of one of the animes.
And here's, I guess, Honorable, you got anything else you want to say? Because that's why I'm saving mine for last because
I
it leads
mean,
into game development.
from the abundance of isekais ones, I just want ones that are just funny.
Yeah, I agree
like
with that.
nothing's
That's
gonna top.
That's pretty much Konosuba.
No.
Konosuba.
I just want something like Konosuba again, but not too much of it.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. We're all good. So here's the best way to put it.
Because like I got the good laugh from the vending machine. I got the
Oh,
good
yeah, that one's
laughs
good,
when
yep.
the girl can teleport between her own world and the mystery world. It just brings the fucking military when there's an army invading. Like that shit is just funny.
Yeah. And here's the way to put it, you guys. So to kind of end up is like there are good isekai, and I agree with everything they said. I think if you guys want good isekai, I recommend. And here's the thing, to me, good isekais. Okay, what do you do with the premise? I find that a lot of the good isekai are like they'll take.
Bro, I
they'll
legit
take
thought he was gonna say, just watch my isekai.
They'll take
That's what he was gonna say.
wait.
Anything 2019 and before.
Yeah, no. But no, here's what it is. Good example. Like we talked about, like, so what he mentioned earlier, the skeleton one, the vending machine one, highly recommend. Otherwise, because they'll take the premise just to get your attention, and then okay, it's actually about something else. Like it's not even about these guys. Like, oh, what can we do that's fun with it? Those are actually one of them. Oh, I'm a shit. Like it's not even about the isekai. It's like let's just have a fun premise. Those are actually good. The few isekai that take place, and even the power, like one of them. It's funny as fuck. I forgot what the name of it was, but dude, in the scene he spanks a random girl, and he's spanking it for fun, and then it happens like this one's for you, annoy me. And he's like, this one's because I just think this is like you can tell the creators are having fun. No, another good one is because if you're gonna be OP, be like One Punch Man, where it's a gimmick. Another good, it's not even an isekai, it's medieval fantasy, right? Is Demon King, Misfits of Demon King. Like the dude's so OP, but like it's fun. Like be creative. Like you said, the problem is they just copy homework. There are good, and again, another one that you think is super isekai. or two, but the reverse. It's Gate, which it basically shows how it realistically would be if there was anything like within a great fucking anime. Another one, Uncle from Another World, mad funny. And you know, it's like if you guys are gamers, I highly recommend it. Like, dude comes
real
back.
quick. I thought when you said
they don't even know
Evil,
what a Sega Dreamcast is. I don't think you can do that to them. Or what a
you
Sega
said
Mega Drive
Evil
is.
for one Hitman. I thought you were saying one Hitman was medieval. And
My
I'm like,
bad.
no, it's not.
No, One Punch Man, because he's OP, right? Like he is how to make OP, right? And Misfit is Demon King is the second coming of One Punch Man. Like they have OP characters and do it right. There's only 2 other isekai that do it right at all. That's it. The rest, like even if they are like, you know, vending machine, the whole premise like, how do I survive as a vending machine or some bullshit, right? That's the whole thing about isekai. But
how do I use vending machine lore to escape the situation?
Right, and I like
it
this.
is literally like, educational somehow.
Yes.
Vending machine lore.
And here's what I want to get at that I agree with Jay. Is that the problem with isekai is too, like, I get it, everyone wants to escape me, we talk about it, but there's, and I said this, remember I went on the rant earlier, we should be into real, actual media, because this brain dead shit just makes you a bigger simp and a loser. Why do you think I'm not a fan of, let's have a girl that's pure and everything, and she dresses like a whore? No real woman is like that. Women, like, if they're pure, whatever.
They're just straight up whores.
Well, that's it. That's whatever. But you get my point. That's why I don't like games like Nier or Stellar Blade. They're actual garbage games. They don't have real, actual, true story. They're not like that moment in Vietnam. That's like, damn, that's deep. And that's we want sophisticated media, right? And same thing. There are good, like no Misfits of Demon King actually is a critique on how some Japanese people in culture are hating on half breeds in Japan. That's a super
and Blood really said Tom Chili Taiwala. He said, man, that's deep.
But anyways, going back to that, it's not.
You have the Spanish dub. They were like, man, I see 2 taquitos right there. And you're like, no, sabes way.
And here's the thing, you guys know. Okay, I'll get shit for this. Think 3 4 Your Sleep got ratioed because he hated isekais, and the part of the thing is he was his foundation was right, but he was just hating. He's just an anime hater. But he did make a good rant one time that isekai is just too much of a fulfilled fantasy for a bunch of fucking incels, and that's what it is, right? Instead of this is why Dragon Ball is good even in Mexico, because it's inspirational. Like no matter the obstacle, you overcome it. But isekai's like no, like you said, the best you can do in life. It's telling you that you can do nothing in this life, and I'd rather much have something that again is informational, gives you knowledge. Like I said before earlier, no one's gonna be impressed by your stupid Pokemon lure, your stupid isekai, your Final Fantasy. But if you come in here like, I learned about Vietnam, I learned something about this, or it's Assassin's Creed, like actual good games that have shit that teaches you valuable shit, whether it's math, science, philosophy, history. Instead, all this shit is just it's getting you into a deeper slump. To me, I look at media like this: it's lazy, slop. People are being worked. It's a cycle of torture, and I feel this in games. That's why I don't like playing these AAA garbage games. It's just people who are underpaid, overworked, no real fucking substance to this. A bunch of people pushing shit that doesn't apply to most fucking people, and it doesn't motivate you in the slightest to be a better person. That's why, to me, a handful of games like Doom, Neo, Deus Ex, Ace Combat, these games have riveting stories that actually inspire you, and they're hard. And that's why I think hard games are important, because it shows you that life isn't about being a little bitch. It's about overcoming those fucking obstacles, and that's why we demand good fucking media. And lastly, to end off my thing about the isekai,
whatever happened to just like story games to just being like just become a Chad? That's the way. Like in games and in real life. Did we lose that to just be a Chad?
And again,
like rise from the ground, become a Chad.
Right?
It's because
it's easier to be a loser.
Well, not only that, but the whole premise of like isekai, especially nowadays, where it's like instead of gaining that power, it's just handed to you, and you just pretty much their playground. They treat it like a game, the video game sandbox, where it's like everything is handed to me day one, and I can pretty much do however I please, and no matter how hard I try or how little I try, I'll still overcome it because one, not only am I overpowered, but two, nigga, I'm the main character. I got plot armor. Where it's like Berserk. How about this? I'll give you a challenge, Japan. Tell you what, since y'all motherfuckers love these pale-skinned, black-haired, black-eyed main characters, how about this? My life reincarnated as a black man in Japan. There you go. That's a real fucking challenge. Go for it. Look,
no, China. China. Bro.
Oh no,
that's the real
Japan
don't care. China cares. China cares.
Take
that can just be a woman.
My life.
Be a foreign woman in Japan. Hard mode. There's your hard mode, bro. See, blacks are treated the same as any other foreigner in Japan. Like foreigners, we're all the same. Y'all need to get that right. So black, Mexican,
as a black chick.
But if you're a bitch, GG's, bro. Shake that hand.
He said, GG.
Dude. No. If you're in India, you're definitely gonna have it worse as a woman. That's for sure. So there's tier
shake my
lists.
hand at that
Hold on. Let me say
if you are born a fucking girl in China, there's a good chance they just kill you right there.
Ooh, true. We're so
I had one, then that one. Now it doesn't top that.
Yeah, that's true.
There's two things I want to touch base real quick. I remember I mentioned this before, where you said that Assassin's Creed, you know how you said it was educational?
Yeah, it can be.
Because low key, throughout my whole history class, every time there was a Assassin's Creed that came out, I have history about that situation. So I got very lucky that Assassin's Creed kept up with my education.
Look at that. Look at that.
The second thing is that because I think in 8th grade, that's when Assassin's Creed 3 came out. That's the one with the American Revolution War, and that's what we were learning at the time. And I got the game, so it was just everything was adding up so perfectly, lined up perfectly for me.
Thank you, Val.
The second thing I want to say is that Honorable hooked me up with instead of changing the anime into Japanese dub, I might have to do Spanish dub now.
Some are decent. Some are decent.
Wait. Spanish dub for what?
For the anime, because homie showed me a sample of the type of noises they be making. It's a whole different vibe, dude.
Yeah, look at
Chainsaw Man Spanish dub.
Chainsaw Man Spanish dub? Oh, okay, now I'm actually interested.
Yeah, we gotta.
Wait. Have you not heard it? It's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's like show me later.
But like, dude, whatever reason, the females they chose to cast for that were just horribly down bad. Well, that voice director it was like on some shit, which is most likely what happened.
I'm not surprised the Latinians would be right next to the JP when it comes to being horny. I mean, it's Latinian. Have you seen our women? They don't like clothes. They think a thong is fully dressed.
Wearing a thong is a dress?
They're too focused on being bonita. They actually don't know their nequito.
Are you kidding me? They think a condom's a thing down there.
Me trying to be eating a colita.
I mean, look. I at the end of the day, Japan.
Me looking at the next flavorful.
See, here's where I'm at. I don't care for Latinians. So Japan, I will take your cute, thin, flat waifus. You can have my big booty Latinas. It's a fair trade. I don't like them, and I don't.
That's fair.
That is a fair trade.
Anyways,
that is an outrageous trade.
I'm into flat waifus, right? That's just me. It's my preference.
What better offer can he give him? He's gonna say, "Here's a blonde with blue eyes." I was like, "Thank you, number blonde hair, blue eyes, number 200."
Every day I come home. If I want to get nagged at, I just go to my mother.
Yep. Facts.
Like, fuck, I want to come home to my wife just to get nagged at.
I know.
Yeah, he's not wrong. All right, we're getting a little bit of sidetrack. Jay, were you saying something to end off my whole thing with the isekai thing, or are we good?
No, yeah, I was pretty much saying, yeah, if you're gonna do isekai, like make it interesting in a way that where you allow the character to build themselves up instead of just setting them off with like level 99 every single thing. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, they haven't been doing level 99. They've been doing.
Some of them I do enjoy, but that's only due to like the chemistry that the character has with a lot of the other elements inside the anime. For example, Overlord. Overlord can also be Overlord can be classified. It can be classified under that, isekai into another world, right? And you're already overpowered. But here's the thing: he's already been playing on this account. That's literally like it's just a nigga that played WoW for 10 years, and he actually became his in-game character. Yep. So I mean, like, yeah, it is very interesting. So technically, yes, he did build off of that one account.
True, and it's more political than anything. It's not even just all enemies.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. But I love how even in there throughout the story, the main character does still have character development. Mm-hmm. Like he was always in this premise or this mentality of like, oh, it's just a video game, but then you realize, no, these are actual people, these are actual things. Even in like, for example, I think it was like season 3 or season 4. It had to be like season 4, where one of the kings were pretty much trying to call a stalemate because, if Ainz went against any kingdom, he would just slaughter them like complete, like this is like
free,
like unconsensual. We're talking, right? And but one of the kings of the no, it was a duke that was going to be a king. He wanted to draw a stalemate, which is pretty much Ainz was like, okay, let's sit down and talk. And pretty much they came to a conclusion where it's like, all right, look, if I fight you one-on-one, you spare my kingdom and you can take my life. And Ainz was like, you know what? I respect that nigga. I'm not even going to take his life. I'm going to make it seem like I am going to kill him, but I'm not going to take his life. Eventually, when the king goes back to his people, they decide to kill him and give his head to Ainz, hoping that they would spare him. And then Ainz saying, like, you know what? That's fine. I'll welcome you to my kingdom. He pulls his homegirl to the side, murk all them niggas. Every single one of them nobles that agreed to kill this man, torture them, torture their families, because I'm pissed. I'm pissed. And that shows character development. It doesn't mean like he doesn't still think that's a game. Bro was dead ass heated because of that. He wanted to
Yeah,
spare the
something
kingdom
nice going
anyways,
on.
and they killed the king regardless. That's wild.
I mean, crazy spoiler alerts, I guess, but yeah.
I ended up directing 4 movies, by the way, guys. Make sure you
Okay,
go see them in
okay,
theaters.
asshole.
Homie
I
made
literally
a-
just finished. I just finished. I was gonna say, if you want, should we?
Homie,
Oh, well,
homie
regardless,
made
did you like
5
it?
side quests.
Did you like at least the TED Talk of the game stuff, Mar? Because I know you're definitely one of the most excited for it.
Oh yeah, in all honesty, yeah, I was still listening to everything. I just had everything on mute. But yeah, man, I'm actually pretty excited to see how everything goes with the game and that. And I mean, just to be able to actually try out some of these mechanics and like.
Hey, look, you'll be able to
work
sidestep like
along
Tekken,
with
bro.
them.
Like I said, you're gonna have fun with. You're gonna be like you're already like you could be level 1, but because you know how to Korean backdash. The game's gonna be free for you, so you get the flex that you're a Tekken player in my game. That's the other thing.
So what other subject we got now?
I want to talk about, I guess, because you were really on it. It was the first thing you brought up when you got in here, and I went a mini rant, and I will not go further to a degree about Asmongold getting banned.
Who?
On Twitch specifically.
Yeah.
That's my response, bro.
So what did Amazon people did?
What did Twitch's favorite normie do?
He had an opinion.
He did.
What type of opinion? A political opinion? His opinion?
Political.
Political? Oh, let me guess. Is it a
Finally, he stepped up his game.
He did. He actually did.
Well, what's the opinion? Are we gonna get banned for talking about it? That's the real question.
Hell
it's
no.
not the Israel
Hell no.
situation. It's more or less on the tick whether or not if it's actually a good thing or not.
What's this? So what's the story?
Bro, he's edging us, man.
He
What is
basically
it?
came out and said that he did not care about the subject in general, and that
What?
yeah, he didn't give a fuck about either side, and that when it comes down to it, both of them really like they practice genocide, and that they're inferior cultures, and that if they were to get nuked right now, he wouldn't give a fuck.
That's wild. That person should have got a
expecting
promotion. What you mean?
Bro, I was not expecting that.
I wasn't either. Oh man. But yeah, no, he should have got a promotion. They're tripping on that. Yo, church people need to need to fire their staff and redo it, man.
No, what really needs to happen, because there needs to be an understanding. I'm more pissed off at Twitch for even thinking about just because in their eyes they incite it as like hate speech of like, oh, like he's for the genocide.
He's
like,
endorsing violence.
He just genuinely just doesn't give a fuck, and in all honesty, no one should give a fuck. Like, why are we as Americans supposed to be caring about other people who genuinely have been sitting there and killing one another for a long ass fucking time for what, hundreds or thousands of years? Which one you want to pick? Either or, it doesn't fucking matter. This is where no peace in the Middle East comes from, people. It's mainly because of these two constantly fighting each other over religious land, basically. That's what really the whole fucking battle is. And genuinely speaking, I don't think he said anything wrong. I don't think it's, wrong to believe that you shouldn't really give a fuck about people that have no business
with you at all
of what you're doing. Like, he literally just sits there, plays video games, and reacts to videos. Why should he care about what's going on? And then, generally speaking, we can go in the Dave Chappelle rule, as I like calling it. Why can't we just apply the Dave Chappelle rule to Asmongold and just move on with our lives? Because in all honesty, who gives a fuck of what Ja Rule thinks? It's his opinion. It doesn't matter. Like, yeah. I genuinely don't think that banning him just because he basically just says he gives no fucks is reason enough to sit there and really ban him. Like,
that's outrageous.
He genuinely is just a person.
You know what is a bannable? Should be a bannable fix. All these fakes.
That's true.
On my platform.
I mean, here's my thing, Litton. What are your thoughts on that?
I genuinely do not fucking care.
See, and that's what I'm saying. To me, why I like it is he spoke with a lot of normie. That's the problem with places like Twitter. It's not a majority. Like, bro, most people. Here's where I'm at. I agree. I am too busy taking care of my mentally handicapped baby brother, trying to get ends meet, and yeah, this is part of it. But at the end of the day, I do this because I need the money. It sucks. I'm pretty sure. Here's the best way to put it. Do you think Palestine and Israel gives a book about Dragon Ball Fighter? No, they don't. That's not relevant to them. They're busy not trying to die. We all have our own fucking problem. And to ask for other people to give a shit is insane. And that's why I don't like the LGBT because they're like that. Like they're the worst case, right? Like, oh man, pay attention to me. Like, see, they're even worse because like, wow, you have literally no actual issues, and there are people actually having wars and dying. Oh, but no, let's pay attention to me, right? It goes both ways. Like, no one gives a shit about your privilege problems. It sucks dick you're dying, but what the fuck am I gonna do? You know, like shit, I ain't doing shit. And to me, like I said, that's why I agree. Like, I don't care. And at the end of the day, dude, if you were, again, I guess nobody watched Don't Mess with the Zohan, a movie that literally was about that. And I agree. Like, at the end of the day, take it from me. I'm like, I can't stress this enough. It clearly sucks. People that kill each other. I think it's terrible. You know, there's a good example. Look at Russia. There's a reason we live in the modern day and age where we're smart enough and well informed enough that, and this is not true. 90% of people around the world, except maybe outside of America, aren't really patriotic because we know, oh, it's people, it's corrupt. And the second they tell you to go to war, we're like, nah. We've seen good actual war films, like we mentioned earlier. I'm not gonna die because a bunch of jackasses at top don't want to actually do anything, or their pride got hurt some bullshit, or over some stupid religious. Like, no, people in Russia, like, you know, we don't want to find a bunch of defenseless Ukrainians. Even though I'll say this much, Ukraine did start it. Russia was well within the right to throw hands for it. I just think them keep going is stupid, and I can't say that enough. You know, I'm not gonna say, oh, Ukraine did nothing wrong. No, Ukraine did do wrong. It's their fault they're in this. But Russia simply trying to force people to go to war, that's not okay. People should not have to go, like, the same reason why they lost in Vietnam. Why did the Americans, like, they had no motivation. Something as vague as let's stop communism is not a real reason. Like, the reason you want a lot of civil wars win is because you are fighting for your independence. Vietnam sought them defending their independence, right? No one wants to go to war for no real fucking reason. So why the hell, again, even if you want to do something, that has nothing to do with you. You're not defending your land. You're not defending your rights. You're here fighting on behalf of two people who are literally arguing over it with each other on God knows what, and who cares? At the end of the day, most of the Middle East is a hellhole. And again, by the way, big sponsor, Saudi Arabia, we love you. You are the greatest country in the world. Please send us money.
That is why. First of all,
you need to get that Samsung money from the Koreans.
He said that.
But regardless, whole thing is that it sucks. You know, it really does. Like, there's something like in Poland. I totally, you know, what's crazy. Oh, we want to defend our borders. Wow, crazy novel concept that. You know, like, you should probably work on yourself first before you try to take in anyone. That's why people call me, like, some kind of traitor to my people as a Mexican. It's like, no, America has its own problems. They should solve their problems before they take someone else. I just hate when people want to boil it down. It's a complicated. So it's not crazy to think at the end of the day, I like that asmon's just, it's a statement that's true. Who gives a shit? Like, what, you know what I'm saying? Here's the best way to put it. Someone can nuke Palestine, Israel. It will not affect any of us listening to this right the fuck now.
There's a reason why it's called performative activism.
Exactly. Yeah. No. At the end, and even if you do want to do something, are you really motivated to do it? Like, to me, I focus my energy. Like I said this much, you know, saying this and that. I want money. I have dreams and goals, and again, it's mainly for me. But at the end of the day, once I get into a position where I am happy, on like some streamers, that's why I say big shout outs to C-Dog. Hey, I am in a good position. Whatever. Instead of sitting here and just talking or whatever, let me actually do effort and do something. That's why huge respect to Michael Jackson too. It's like, I personally would never put money to charities because I hear there's too much bad shit. By the way, Far Cry 2 is a good critique on charities, actually, towards Africa. I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to go to help or Make-A-Wish Foundation or something, because something that I personally believe in and I'm involved with. Like C-Dog, he's involved with someone that has whatever the fuck mouse he has. So he knows he can trust this organization because it's clearly helped him. He's like, you know what? You helped my best friend here. Let me put money towards this organization because I know I can trust it, right? Doing real activism actually takes work on your end, and it takes real fucking commitment. And that, if you want to sit here like and be like that, like, how about you actually get fucking involved? And if you can't, then focus on building yourself up. That's why to all of you, you have no responsibility. You really don't. Focus on your own life. Like, whether you're depressed or you don't have the money or budget, you should focus on yourself first before you focus on anyone else. That's why, to me, another thing I personally want to do, and you guys see with my indie project, I want to hire people who want to get in the industry, voice actors, musicians, this and that. So, because at the end of the day, a lot of people are struggling. Here's the thing, like, there's a reason people are leaving the workforce, because it sucks dick. We have all these stupid boomers who want to mistreat you, sexually abuse women, and they want to pay you shit that you can't even buy a house. It's like, no, that's miserable. I want to say, here's a fair wage, here's a fair work, and you get to do something you fucking love. You know, because all artists, any artist, you know, it's a struggle out there, whether you're trying to get some art commission, you want to be an up-and-coming voice actor. Like, this is me personally what I'm doing. That's why I don't feel bad. I'm not going to sit here preaching. Instead of sitting here talking and preaching, like, no, I'm just going to sit here and shit. Let me focus on my work. You guys see me fucking hustling with the Vibecast. You see me hustling with my fucking videos. I've been fucking playing fighting games for goddamn 8+ fucking years trying to actually get money. And the goal is, okay, I have money. What do I do? Let me actually invest this so they can better, you know, like I said, as we shoot as humans, invest in yourself to invest in your community. Right? And like I said, my focus is I love squishies and I love my fellow gamers and anime nerds. I'm here to build y'all up. Fuck everyone else, though. So you just have to have it like that, because guess what? You can't give a fuck about everybody. That's what the deal is. So, again, not surprised. I'm not going to give a fuck about a culture I just don't resonate with, right? There's some people, whatever, yada. And at the end of the day, I'm not condoning any of the bad shit, right? Like, again, protect your borders. Do I think it's cool? You should be trying to, kill it like that. No, of course not. But you're allowed to defend yourself. That's just really stupid. It's just not a political channel. I mean, granted, I guess we're getting into it a bit, but at the end here we can say we don't support any sort of aside or killing other or any kind of hate. That's why, again, it's cringe. Mar said it earlier, when people will have an LGBT flag but then also have a Palestine flag. Do you know how much an oxymoron that is? They fucking hate gay people, dude. So you people are actually delusional and stupid. Like those people are it's not even worth having a conversation or argument. These people are so fucking self-centered and shit. You are literally the pinnacle of white privilege. And I don't care. Oh, but I'm actually doesn't matter. You're white on the inside. Shut the fuck up. You're called Oreos. Come on.
Gosh damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that one part though, that you don't speak for everybody. Because trust me, as a person that named Vile, it'd be very unvile of me to say that I do not condone violence.
Okay, fine, except Vile. Vile condones it.
Yes, I do. Yeah, by every mean, I honestly. But yeah, no, that's really valid points. Except that I do believe that maybe one day everybody should just send off the news and call it a day.
You know what? Look, this might be out of pocket. Yeah. I'm going to say this much. If you guys actually want to care about the Middle East, highly recommend you hear about this one Marine dude who used to serve and became a PMC. Read his accounts of what the kind of fucking shit they do in the Middle East, and you will see why, again, even Saudi Arabia, again, shout out to you, Saudi Arabia, love you, they call those people barbarians. And, by the way, call out hypocrisy. How come we're all going to talk shit about Poland protecting its borders, but when Saudi Arabia does it, we're all going to turn a blind eye? Okay. I mean, wait, never mind, Saudi Arabia, you did, wait, actually, no, I'm in the same boat. No, Saudi Arabia, you are well within your rights. Those are definitely, those are all criminals and crack dealers. You are defending your borders. You did not kill a single innocent human being. Actually, that's even facts. I don't think they did. I don't think they're killing. See, I hate when they.
Are you sure about that?
Actually, no. If you look at footage in Poland, it's a bunch of grown dudes. It's never kids and family. And at the end of the day, these are people too. You think someone's gonna sit here and just shoot a child? Come on, dude. No. I think they would have actually. You know how the news are? Oh my god, look, they killed a child. No, these are literally actual criminals. And this is, again, look at it for people who are escaping parts of Africa into Italy. These are fully full-grown adult working men. They're not refugees. Dude, those are not refugees. Those are people escaping. They don't want to service. They don't want to serve their country. Those kind of people are actually bottom of the barrel trash. So with that being said, Saudi Arabia, love you. I wasn't saying anything undertone or anything. No, you are well within your right to stop these filthy criminals. But yeah. Saudi, please, Saudi, are you really hearing this? I am simping so hard for you. I hope you know this.
Homie's looking for a $1 billion check out of nowhere. It'd be the Saudi country.
I just want to shake hands with the very great Prince of Saudi. He is a Loki. Shout out to him.
Do you know his name? Quick question. Do you know his name?
Of course I do.
What is it?
Shut up.
Of course I do. Googles.
Well, I can't because I'm recording. But anyway, shut up. No, he is cool though. I know he's a gamer. So
yeah, I know.
The sources trust me, bro. The sources trust me, bro. I know.
I'm gonna edit this out so I don't look bad. Like I said, at the end of the day, that's why. At the end of the day, here's the real thing. These same activists, people, take BLM or even LGBT, bro. They always do it for money. They'll say, "Oh, I'm gonna do this. Look at the stupid Anita Sarkeesian." Bro, the biggest scam of fucking SJW history. She doesn't give a shit about games.
It's
Mohammed bin Salman.
Oh my god.
No, Salman.
But anyway,
Salman.
Yeah,
my bad.
That is my take on the whole thing. I don't care for most things. I mean, it's interesting. Don't get me wrong. It's interesting to talk about whatever and whatnot. I mean, long story short, war is shit. It's hell, and it's the same thing, bro. This is why I'll say this much, is why I don't like talking to super privileged people, because they don't know what it's like as someone who's poor. Homie, the concept of stealing is bad is lost on people who are poor. You steal because you need it to survive. Morals just kind of go out the window when it comes to survival, dog. That's all I'm gonna say on that shit. So
you know what? We could just hand them the thousands of bottles of Diddy oil and have everyone just rub each other.
Yeah,
and they would have
I was literally finna say, I had myself muted the entire time. I was like, so what if I need pussy to survive? And the only pussy that I have is Saudi Arabia. Let's say, I mean, hey, look, you gotta survive. Nigga gotta eat.
By the way, any of you in the comments giving a shit that we're making jokes about a serious situation, it's called having black humor. Deal with it, you absolute pussies. You guys.
Yeah,
hold on. Who's talking about it?
No, just people in the comments. There's always gonna be someone in the comments saying some stupid shit. Always, dude. I have literally the foresight of God when it comes to knowing what the comments will say sometimes. Where I swear.
Once again,
okay, but you just compared yourself to God.
We can't fix people's retardation. We can't.
Yes, that is true. Oh, you said retard.
I can fix myself.
I mean, yeah.
Wait,
I mean,
what?
I'm done with my rant, though. I feel like I went slightly deep on that one, but there we go. That's why.
I mean, you went deep on Saudi Arabia, that's for sure.
Look, I think about this, it's over. If anybody has any issues with it, especially people in the comments, do note that you're tweeting or texting or posting a comment under a video, right? In America, right? Like literally, you have the privilege. By the way, let me say this again. You have the privilege to share your opinion that you don't like this video in a 4x4 room with air conditioning, concealment, and the freedom of speech. Like people say that shit with Wi-Fi, right? Like this is the type of shit that pisses me off, right? I'm talking about the people that like bitch about every single thing in life when they have an L-shaped couch in your fucking home, right? And you're tweeting off of that. You have nothing to say. Okay, you have nothing to say.
Thank you.
You have nothing.
Thank you so much.
You could walk down, nigga. You could choose. You can walk to McDonald's and choose what you eat. You can buy it, and you have the audacity to say that that's not right or you're privileged. I'm like, nigga, everybody's privileged.
Yes.
I could buy a gun right now and shoot myself, and they wouldn't give a fuck.
Because we'd run out of content. Like, you can't be doing that, man. We need you here.
That's true.
No, I'm trying to give the point. I'm trying to give the point. It's like
we are all
freedom of
content
choice is a
machines in the
privilege.
cog of the
What
internet.
I'm trying to say, no, okay. Well, long story short, what I'm trying to say is freedom of choice is a privilege of itself. The fact that you're allowed to freely share your opinions, regardless of repercussions. You could say that. You could say some people, unfortunately. I'm saying this, unfortunately, there are some people who really, really, really like people who are under the age of 14. But unfortunately, that's freedom of speech. They could say that out loud, right? You'll be like, yeah, put this nigga on the registry, but nothing's going to stop him from saying that.
Except me. I'm coming.
Didn't you just
say... Thank you very much. That was beautiful. That was actually legit beautiful, bro.
No, dude, that was half-baked, dude. I was pulling that shit out of my ass. Like everybody else in fucking America.
Yeah.
Damn.
Regardless, next topic.
Next on the page.
Yeah,
let's see what we have here. I just want to say something real quick, man. You just be yo, I have beef with
Swifties.
Honorable.
Oh my god, okay, what is
what did I
stuff on my stuff?
If he wants to bring it up, we're gonna bring it up. Come on, give your side.
So you guys want to go to Mexico sometime?
Oh, dude, I was watching a Mexico video earlier. I was like, damn,
as long as we're just in Tijuana.
But you know what? Okay,
because they got this cool thing new. I don't know if it's new, but I just saw it on my feed. It's a hentai casino in Mexico.
What?
Hentai casino.
Is it in Mexico City? Let me ask you this: is it in Mexico City?
I don't know exactly where it's at. I just know that it is happening on November 16th to the 17th.
Well, I'll say this much, you guys.
So it's just a pop-up place?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a pop-up casino.
We won't do too much because we already did enough politics. But fun fact, apparently, I just saw a video. It's the gentrification of Mexico City because a lot of white people are moving from America to Mexico City, and they're driving the prices up because of their fucking money. Yeah. So fun fact.
That's discrimination.
Is it?
If they're charging the people who just moved there more than the
well, they can afford it. To them, 2 pesos ain't shit.
That is true. Very true.
But yeah, so if we go to Mexico City,
yeah,
guys,
that's what I'm thinking, man.
You don't need Spanish because enough of Americans are there where businesses have put menus in English for the Americans.
I did see that video too, by the way, and I think they said that they less spicy their food for them too.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, that's gay.
I mean, some. There's still some of them will. Like I said,
oh yeah.
And it's funny because the Americans themselves even seem. Shout outs to you guys who are in there. Like even they're like, a good. Some of them are like, no, it is kind of bogus. They're like, no, like we just want to be here. Work from remote. We're not trying to bother the locals or anything. And some of them are actually practicing their Spanish. Like, hey, one of them actually has really good Spanish. It was the white guy. It was the whitest dude who had the best Spanish. And by the way, it was a black dude too. He's like, oh, cool, doing everything. He's like, I was there. And then all these are remote workers. So of course they're gonna live here because it's way cheaper. And they're like, yeah, I don't like America. It's like, yeah, who would have thought? And even the Mexicans, most of them like, no, we welcome them. We're very welcoming. Like, so shout outs, So it's not even the people at the ground. It's the people at the top. Business and capitalism, right? The government. And so no surprise, especially Mexico. We've been having this historically wrong for years, but good to see that the Americans and my people are shaking hands for the most part. There's a handful that are very butthurt about it, but it's like, well, how about you? Me personally, I saw it as a business opportunity. Wait, I can make money off these gringos? Say no more. I speak English, like that's why I'd be thinking, like, man, should I do something? I see an opportunity here. Someone who just speaks Spanish and English. Yes.
And then I'm very disappointed that I missed out on this opportunity when we were talking about people that is getting banned. But then I'm just gonna bring it up again. This one guy from Kick, I believe his name is
Wait,
Mike
someone got
Smalls
banned in
Jr.
Kick?
No. He's just really mad at Aiden Ross because Aiden Ross said that he's gonna give somebody $7,000 if they go chase the Hurricane Milton. And I don't know who in the right mind would do that, but clearly there is that one person. There's always that one person, and that really bothers me that like we can't live in a world where nobody will do it. You know what I mean?
That's true.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
To. Yeah. And this guy might try to sue him. I hope he doesn't win the case if he does end up suing him, because I mean I don't know who would.
I hope he does, because I'll find it funny.
You know, if it wastes his money and he doesn't end up winning, then I'll be more appreciative with that, because then he just burned even more money.
Again, I don't want to go too into it. The whole thing about banning too is that Twitch is getting too horny at banning VTubers because they're butthurt that their VTubers are more famous than IRL thoughts.
There's a reason why.
No, they're more famous than Kai's internet.
That, I mean, man, I don't even know.
Generic nigga.
Yeah. Look, they say this. You guys heard it here first. Look, I don't even know who half these people are. Like, dude, I swear to God, if you're not,
you don't know, but you agreed that they were.
I mean, it's probably true. These people are all, like I said, dude. I think 99% of streamers suck. Oh, the big ones, well, yeah, big ones, because there's some good indie ones that are underappreciated. So shout out to the indie dudes. Whatever.
Shout out to the indies. Love y'all.
Yeah.
I video streams and I lurk. I don't say shit because half the time I'm not even watching.
True. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, do we have any other topics or subjects? Those like we went.
Have you guys heard about the transgender stormtrooper?
Oh, you know, yeah, the transgenders.
Were we gonna talk about that next?
Oh, 100. Yeah, Mar, you want to go with that one? I feel like you got this one.
Mar, did you know about that? It was on TMZ. I was surprised that TMZ covered it.
All right, as the quintessential Star Wars fan here,
Oh, you think I'm not?
That is the reason why I gave up on that.
Okay, let's have some fun here. Want to throw some Star Wars trivia, remember?
You want to pull a BuzzFeed or some shit?
How big is
the greatest gamer, not the greatest Jedi?
But in all honesty, with this whole situation, like I kind of find it a little weird because like you could literally take any character or any fucking race and do whatever the fuck you want with them. It is extremely odd to actually take a clone trooper who, canonically speaking, don't really have like any motivation to actually fuck, because their sole purpose is to literally kill.
Yep.
These guys were all cloned from one bounty hunter, just the one dude. And like one thing that they made very specific, for the most part, they did take a lot of the clones that did have any type of deformity. For the most part, they usually like took care of that and like just like killed them off or whatever, because it's like, okay, cool, we'll just make another one. The exception being the Bad Batch, which that is a more recent show to begin with anyway. But canonically speaking, having a transgender clone trooper makes zero sense.
Yeah, no,
it makes no sense within the lore of Star Wars. It makes no sense of it being a clone trooper. And it makes zero sense to like make it seem like, oh, she was hiding her. Like, why? Why
under the helmet?
You can literally just join the Bad Batch, and on top of that, every clone trooper knows of one another. So what the fuck are you hiding from?
Yeah.
Like that part I really didn't get, because it's like, wait, all the clone troopers know each other because they literally grow up with each other. They learn how to fight with each other side by side, literally from the moment they get out of their incubator and they throw a fucking blaster into their hands and train them to be fucking cold-blooded killers. Everyone knows who everyone is. Like even clone troopers who weren't even born in the same batch still know who the fuck is who. Like it makes zero sense for them to make it seem like you know, this one character is like, oh, she's transgender and she had to hide it because of no. You have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. This isn't even Star Wars at this point. Yeah. This is the most retarded fan fiction I've ever seen, and I've read the expanded universe. All right,
there's
actually a lot of weird shit in the expanded universe.
It's
like there's really good shit, but there's also weird shit in there as well. But to end my little piece on this, because I do kind of want to go off a little more into transgender bullshit. Like the whole agenda of trying to push this into something that just doesn't make any sense. It's just baffling to me, because it just shows that you guys are literally forcing as much as this agenda as possible into whoever is trying to consume this shit, and it's kind of ridiculous at this point.
Yep. And if anyone wants to come, but they're actually stormtroopers, not clone troopers. It doesn't matter. It's primarily male. And the whole message of stormtroopers is like the German stormtroopers, and they only had males, not females, because they were mad sexist like that. Unlike the Red Army. And on top of that, the same thing is like, if it's trans, then it identifies as a woman, so it can't be part of the stormtroopers. Then now can they? So like you get it. Like I said, it literally when you said fanfic, that's what this is. Star Wars after George Lucas handed it's just fanfic. I'm like, oh my god, that is perfectly exactly what this is. So thank you for saying that. So that's my 2 cents on that. I don't even have a problem.
Star Wars right now at the point is glorified fucking Twilight at this point. I honestly just can't really give shits anymore.
Yep. I mean, honorable and
I just wanted to say that like the stupidest. Like, apparently this was, like, a thing from, like, 2 years ago that, like, it's, like, only being brought up again for, like, no reason. And, like, I don't exactly have details of it, but I know it's, like, this was a thing, like, a few years ago. And the conversation dialogue of how this happened, like, baffles my fucking mind of, like, Anakin coined the term transgender.
What?
And I feel like the writing team was, like, on, like, some... like fucking ethereal, like Bloodborne shit when writing this, because they were like, "You have transcended your gender."
That's
like
so stupid.
No, they did not just do transgender. No. I messed it up. Transition, transcend, transgender. Bro, give me a parent. Like, no! I swear that's what the writing team was on, man. How do you do this?
I miss being part of the alphabet community in terms of like fighting for them, because all they really wanted to do was just live amongst society and not be ridiculed or like killed.
That's the good old days.
The good old days. We weren't asking for all of this crazy ass indoctrination and bullshit that they've been going through right now. Like, I get it. It's inclusion. You want inclusion, but you're not even including yourself in the conversation. You literally taken over the conversation and just said it about all. It's just all about you, and it makes no sense.
Like I said, bro, earlier,
this is the reason why people are mad at you.
Yeah, no, like I said, these people are self-centered as white people, and this is the thing, they hate. The funniest thing is the irony. They hate white people. Like, bro, you're white, and like I said, even if they're, oh no, I'm actually black, I'm Mexican. No, you're white on the inside. Shut up. Like, can you speak a second language?
Did you change skin color? No, that's a fake tan. You're not actually brown. You don't got that brown blood cell.
You know what I'm saying? Say like the same jackass who came up with Latinx. But I agree, and my whole thing is like,
dude, that was crazy.
Don't fucking remind me that.
Dude, I don't want to go back to that. That is wild. I'm still mad. If I ever get to meet the person that created that, man, it's on sight, dude.
Look at that. Look at all the Latinians getting tight about that. So whoever said that, like, no, you're not. I'm Latino. No, you're not, dude. We're all the 3 Latinians here. I hear that. No, like it's like the N-word to us.
What is that?
Oh, because Iron Mouse, that's what she calls Latinos and Latinas. Latinians. See, that's a real Latinian. She made a thing, and guess what? We all think it's cool. See, the Chad real Latinian versus the virgin fake one. Like, oh, Latinx, go die in a hole. Real one, hey, you guys, Latinian. Everyone's like, we love it. It stays. Like, seriously.
I'm in full support of my Latinx people.
Oh, I fucking... Dude, Clockwork says that every time I want to punch his foot. Dude, is that...
Oh, I'm in full support of my Latinx brethren. Yes, destroy the wall.
And I'm like, bitch, I'm going to send you over it.
Damn.
By the way, I said it once, I'll say again, Spider-Man 2 is an atrocity. Like, I wish that shit was banned in my country or all of Latin America, because the Spanish they did in there, or the Latinx... It's actual fully gibberish. I don't understand half the shit that's coming out. It's crazy how just changing one fucking letter just ruins an entire language. It's not even just opinion. Like, dude, I could not tell what they were saying. I'm like, the fuck is this? So it's like, it's just to show you they're not. It's just some random fucking rich white bitch. I'm Latinian. I'm gonna add an X to be inclusive. See, this to me, this is a bigger problem with me. Like I said, I agree. Like, and here's the funny thing. It's a great video. You should check it out. It's talking about how the whole LGBT was never about this. The real reason why they're overshooting is because not like women's right, where they actually work for it. Whereas gay people, like, they are omega minority, and yeah, they've been persecuted, but it was never. To me, I'll say this much: it's asinine, especially if you're in America. If you're in the Middle East, Latin America, Russia, yeah, no, you actually get persecuted to like death kind of levels, right? In America, no, you guys have always had it good. Like, maybe, okay, sure, this and that, but when people sit here and unironically like, oh, the gays have it just as bad as the blacks, I'm like, I'm gonna have to ask you to shut the fuck up and never say that shit ever again. I'm offended. I'm not even black.
Seen what a like film I was gonna do a film reference, but I forgot what I was gonna do the film reference of.
Roots?
Probably.
That's it. That is, again, if you look at history, like, dude, no, you never, like, well, the worst you had was maybe the 50s, but even then, like, here's the better way to put it too. On top of that, why you don't, is like, here's the thing: a black person can't hide being black. You can hide being gay. Like,
got him.
And guess what happened? Was the time Simpsons made a joke like, we're here, we're queer, and guess what? To me, that like I was for like, oh yeah, you gays can now marry. I'm like, to me, I guess I agree with the sentiment of a fellow atheist. It's like, what business do I have what you do in your own privacy of your own home? Anyone who gets bothered by what someone else does is just a jackass. I agree with that sentiment wholeheartedly. I don't give a fuck what you do in your house. You suck dicks, you do 360 no scopes and play some booty water game. I don't give a shit. I don't care. That's mad stupid. But to sit here and be like, oh, we have it. No, you don't. You really. And then, dude, there was a great interview, by the way, from some trans person. It's like, oh, I'm fighting for trans. Like, have you ever personally? He literally dead ass said, have you ever personally experienced? And they were stuck like, exactly, because most people don't give a fuck. And the thing is, we live in modern times. People are more progressive. If the fact that you have the luxury and privilege and money to be like, here, cut my titties off and give me fake dick. Well, cool. People are just, here's the best way to put it. We live in an age where no matter what you do, like I said, because we already, racism thing's over, gay people can get married. Like, there's nothing weirder than past that. There just really isn't. You could sit here, there are people who fucking put ears, piercings, tattoos. People just look like weirdos. Like, at the end of the day, that you're called weirdos because you're not normal. So when you're someone that you're no different to normal people. Like, oh,
I just want to say something real quick.
Okay,
it's Amazon's fault because Amazon actually does pay like 90% of those surgeries if you work there.
Get the fuck out. Get out.
No, I'm not joking. I heard it from another person, so I'm like, damn Amazon for that.
But my point being is that transphobia never really ever existed because it is a modern thing. Like, trans people did not exist pre-2000 in my opinion, as far as I know. And maybe there is. It shows how ignorant I am, but it even shows the point that all two of you from the 80s, like, it's how can you you know what I'm saying? How can you be phobic to something that doesn't exist? It doesn't make sense. That's why some people we're just like, no. And then again, the bigger irony, like I said, let's have this flag, and then Middle East, like I said, look, unless you're in Russia, it's bad. If you're gay, no, it's basically illegal to be gay. In the Middle East, you just die. And you want to sit here, like, back to Jay and Mar's speech, I won't say anymore. They nailed it. You get the freedom to say stupid shit. Like I said, to me, my bigger problem is, like, even then you're allowed to. It doesn't bother me. What do I care? To me, it's, again, like, the indoctrination. First of all, again, like that dude, Call of Duty dude said, leave kids alone. And any of you take that the wrong fucking way or say that's this, you can go fuck yourself. Actually go fuck yourself. This is my rant. What's crazy about saying leave kids alone? Let kids be kids. And I've run on the rant with this and that. Fight me, like, actually fucking throw hands. I'm like that stupid Missa McConaughey, I challenge people to fight, and then an actual girl challenge fight and you never throw. No, I'll beat you guys, and that's why you guys want no throw hands. You're not gonna throw hands with a dude who could get a world record for a squat and actually knows how to wrestle box and use pancratian. You're getting cooked. I could get a room of you and a bunch of smashers because you're all pedophiles, and you're all gonna get beat by one dude because none of you work out and none of you know how to fight. That is an actual fucking challenge, bro. Meet me in a volcano in Hawaii. We're having a Tekken fight.
Get that ass mission.
That is, bro. Like, I mean it. Like, seriously. So, I say this because there's a chat. So this is specifically towards that geared person, and it was all day race chat. Because, oh man, that statement that's inherently trans. How? See, you are self. Yourself. Like, we never mentioned trans people. How is simply saying leave kids alone? That was a statement. So it's projecting. You guys are outing yourselves. That's mad stupid. Same thing as, and this is the belief where I'm at, and I agree with it. Like, I want to sit here in a world the sky is blue and you people no it's green. That's kind of stupid shit. I don't give a and here's the thing, like I said before, we can't stress this enough. I don't give a shit what race you are. I don't give a shit what you look like or what you want to do in your spare time. You want to kiss, but you cannot sit here and tell me that, oh man, gay people, there's a lot of, no, statistically no. Oh, I'm a woman. No, you identify as a woman, sure, whatever, I'm gonna fuck, but you are just physically a man. Like, there is no amount of surgery or whatever you could do, like DNA down to the DNA. And I said this before, why I think being racist is stupid. And in this extreme example, we could skin every person in this planet could get skinned alive. And here's a black guy's white, you wouldn't be able to tell. Underneath, we're all the fucking same, literally. But you could tell the difference between a man and a woman, so you can see her. Oh, it's ma'am. I shred your skin. That is a man. You can never change that, no matter how hard you fucking try. And even if you do somehow fuck with I could take a DNA sample. Oh, he's got XY chromosome. That's a man. Like, don't sit here and try to change actual fucking facts. That, to me, as a man of science, don't pull that bullshit. And that's why, to me, the biggest thing is I will die in this hill. Like, the whole, like, do you, whatever. Like, and that's the thing. You can't try to convince people to call you something you're not. And if you can't live with that, that's whatever. Go with groups of people who respect you for who you are, whatever. And I say this as someone who had, like, actually has talked to trans people. Like, whatever. I don't really give a shit. I really don't. You know, I'm not going out here bothering you, whatever. But don't sit here, like, if someone doesn't want to, like I said, that's why Puck Chop got into trouble. Because he said, dudes are dudes and girls are girls, and you can't change that. Like, oh wow, crazy fucking statement. But to me, I think anyone who uses pronouns are the biggest jackasses on earth. Like, you're 100% like that's such a like childish thing. Like, we're not make believe. We're fucking grown adults. You are born a man, you will die a man. You are born a woman, you will die a fucking woman.
Hey. Those are IRL isekai characters, okay?
Like that to me is like, I just don't like this. That's why I don't like pronouns, because they're so fucking stupid. It's childish as shit. Like, it's literally delusional. Like I said, I just don't like that kind of. Because then what if I said, oh, my computer's powered by water, and I put water on it? It's gonna fucking stop working.
I second that, because, and I one of the bigger reasons one of the bigger examples I use to help people understand that is that you can identify as anything, but that's not based on reality. That's based on your mental. That's based on your mental perception of yourself. Which, by the way, not everybody's gonna hold of you.
Exactly.
Look, somebody could walk into a hospital and be like, I'm a 10, right? I'm the most beautiful woman on the planet. Well, the last time I seen you, right, even 3 doctors and 2 nurses sees that you're over 500 pounds. And if you eat that fucking honey bun, you're going to fucking die. Why? Because you have diabetes, bitch. You can identify as the healthiest person on earth. But if you eat that fucking Krispy Kreme, you're going to die. I am telling you.
Thank you, yes.
No social media influencer is going to change you overnight, right? Fox and TMZ is not going to cure you of your type 2 diabetes. If you eat that shit and if you don't take your insulin, you will die, period.
But what about my feelings?
Fuck your feelings.
Fuck your feelings. I mean, hey, look, if your arteries can keep up, sure, by all means. But them bitches gonna be clogging up like a motherfucker.
Lit and honorable, add to the roasting of these morons. We got me, Mar, Vile. We all roasted them. It's your guys' turn to roast these alphabet and body positive morons. Go.
In fact, here I'll actually do. I'll do a quick solid. Actually, I would actually say this. When it comes to the alphabet community, please know this: do we hate you? No, we hate the outlandish craziness that a good amount of you try to push, and you can't do that. If we're inviting you to the cookout, it's not your cookout. You can't just sit there and just change the entire cookout just so you can have it be your own jamboree. That's not how this shit goes. You're invited to the cookout. You could bring whatever the fuck you're gonna bring, leave it on the table, and don't try to take this shit over. That's all we simply ask. And a lot of you, there's actually the normal people within the alphabet community, they see what we're talking about. It's like, yeah, this shit's too much. Like, a lot of them don't even like going to gay parades anymore because it's not even a fucking gay parade anymore.
Yeah. So
like, what the hell are we doing here? It's literally just straight up depravity.
Yeah. So, and the funny thing is like this, like, yeah, by the way, anyone who needs to hear this, yes, you can be gay and not be part of the LGBT. Like, it's not a requirement. It's just the LGBT, whatever. It's a group. It's not who you are. And it's crazy that in the comments, there are people who were supporting, like, oh, literally, I see in the comment, and it's like, I'm glad, and there are gay people, like, they don't even attend because they're like, the funny thing is, dude, the gay people are getting cucked from what I heard. So, like, yeah, that group's not even for you guys anymore. Get fucked.
So, I will say this, like I said before, every time this topic comes up, there's a difference between the old flag and the new flag. And obviously, we're going after the new flag people because the old flag people are still out there and still supporting.
Listen, I'm just saying that new flag is a different colored symbol of Ohio.
Also, okay. I went on the they them.
But hold on. I need to say my rose. Hold on. Hold on. Hold your mouth. Listen, the next time you go to BK, when they tell you, let you have it your way, take that fucking seriously.
My thing before we lit to Lynn is that they them stuff, mad stupid, grow up. Last one, I think another thing that's asinine is just the flags. They're mad retarded. Like, dude, flags are for countries, not how you feel. It's so fucking asinine and it's brain rot because you know we're to the point where Zoomers, when someone they had a flag, yeah, they had a flag of Poland. Oh, what gender is that? They were like, what? It's my country. Like, that shit's stupid. I hate it so much. Like I said, I don't give a fuck if you're transgender. That flag is garbage. It looks terrible, and it's a stupid idea. That's my opinion.
It's a seizure flag.
That they them shit is out the window. Look, nigga, unless you got Sakuna inside of you or fucking we are Venom head ass. Like, nah, to get that. Bro,
that's good.
Dude, that shit. I have a buddy of mine who will die on that fucking hill, and I roasted him for that. And that's I was good. Like, how's like I told him, like, nigga, actually walking around like you got a symbiote up your ass because if you run around telling people you got they them, and there's multitudes of you, and I see one nigga. If you telling me that I'm inviting people to the cookout And you talking about they're coming to the cookout and it's just one of you niggas that show up and I bought all this fucking food. Talking about one they or many days.
Yeah, it's stupid. Just that's good. You cooked with that one, bro.
It's like I was like, let me do this. Do you polish the pearl or do you strangle the dragon? Do you choke the chicken or do you polish the pearl? Yeah, depending on which one it is, the bathroom's over there.
Yep, Litton.
I love the Venom. That shit was good.
Yeah, he good. Litton, we need you. We need.
Dude,
I can't say what I want to. I cannot say what I want to say.
Oh, you want to say
I cannot say what I want to say.
You know what? We'll allow it. We'll allow it.
We'll
I don't
save
condone
it
what he
for
says.
the After Dark
What I'm
episode.
saying is, if you want to make it a me issue, the rope is free. The rope is free.
Hey, no, nigga, no, I got the rope right here.
By the way, fun fact: a lot of
Hey,
people who do this. This is the crazy thing too. See, as someone who actually shows you I care and know, a lot of those people who do go through transitions, why I don't recommend them, it's not because, you want a different life. Most of the people who go through that regret it. 100%. They either regret it or they commit suicide. So the rope thing, Lid's kind of, he ain't wrong.
It's like, I don't really give a fuck if you want to be trans or whatever, just don't make it a me issue.
Yes.
You say it to me once, and that's when I meet you. I don't need to hear it more than once.
Yes, thank you.
If you say it more than once, rope is free. Matter of fact, you can use your phone cord.
The main issue with that shit is that everybody grew up and is like that's another thing is like thinking about the big picture. I think it's just it's a very narcissistic movement. It's a very narcissistic ideal where it's like everything revolves around me, and if you don't abide by my rules that I set for myself, then I'm gonna ruin everything about your life. And it's like, look, there's 70 billion people who are born on this planet, and we all understand that none of our lives matter. The sun could blow up in the next 3 minutes and nobody will be fucking here to remember it. So shut the fuck up, move on with your life, and nobody gives a fuck. Literally, no one gives a fuck. But the funniest thing about it is that the smallest minority of people haven't got that fucking message. You don't have to. I don't have to. It's like, do you support breast cancer? I mean, yeah, sure. My mom got titties. I like titties. Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Right.
But in the end of the day, I don't care because I gotta clock in like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I gotta go to sleep and do the same shit for the next 4 days. Like, you think people really give, like, no one genuinely gives a fuck because our lives have too much on our plate for us to make way for somebody that we didn't know existed until like 2 seconds ago when you posted that shit on Twitter.
Yep.
What's crazy to me is that it's actually popping up in job applications as someone that's been looking at job applications. It's there.
I mean, look, man.
And
All I know is
that's crazy.
I think it's a trap. I think it's a trap because, dude, I heard this in Lincoln and some of is that there's places that look for specifically non-woke people. So
that's interesting.
By the way, if you guys want to voice act, if you use pronouns, you are not allowed to voice act anyone in my game. Please leave. We need adults. I'm being serious. Like, you are 100% a child, and I do not need people like that. Like, you guys are really bad for press. I do not need a jackass.
What if they're like the greatest voice actor?
Like, no, there are plenty of people, including my own homeland.
Actually, that's a smart move because they might sue you. You know, they probably identify as something else, but they sound like that, and you put them as like the female character, and they're like, no, I'm not a female, I'm a male.
Well, good luck suing me. I'm from Mexico, so that's international shit, and that's a pain in the ass. So good luck trying to sue me, ass wipes.
Ooh.
Yeah. Have fun with that, pendejos.
Just go to Scotland, then you're actually untouchable.
Ooh, say no more.
Damn.
You know what? I just now thought about something.
Bet.
You know, going into the whole alphabet community, I have a question.
Okay.
Why was Lil Nas X never invited to Diddy's party? Has all the necessary qualifications.
We're never gonna shut up about Diddy.
No, this is my theory. I think this is my theory. This is my rap theory. He wasn't black enough.
No, the real thing is that Lil Nas was a little bit too freaky. You saw how he was grinding up on Satan?
Yeah, but we all know,
professional dictator. Diddy will not be able to pull out.
A safe bet compared to Diddy. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
You know, you just reminded me. You guys know what's that clip? Apparently, there's some dude. I don't know, some white dude, and there's some rapper chick, and she was going hard as fuck on the juke jams. And dude was looking back for, and then he just dropped his pen, and like he was trying to actually fuck her on stage.
Bro, that shit was too funny.
Like, that's a logical thing. Like, these bitches, I'm gonna act like a hoe and then be surprised. Oh, people, mini rant thing. That's why I put. I hate modern society, the anime and real bitches. Like, I hate that we live in a world where people can, like, this is why I hate LEwd because, like, you're taking advantage of poor, desperate men that can't get laid. Like, and this is a funny thing, and there was a remote place in somewhere, I think it was in either Amazon jungle or Africa. They got access to the internet, and they said that men were being more aggressive towards women, which proves my theory that showing women that are half naked and they don't get laid is gonna make them act a certain way. And that's why I even said too, like like I said, I used to whatever because in 80 stuff. Like that's why like when I play games, if I see a bitch half dressed naked, either I'm like she's a prostitute or she's trying to kill me. There is no in between. Because I as a man, you are geared to be like, I earned getting this bitch half naked. That's why I do agree a little bit odd, you know, like, yeah, I'm not saying, oh, don't go full Sharia law, right? But also don't sit here all fully naked and be like, oh, I can say good, like, dude said it. You know, I want to dress how I want with my girls and says, like, if you're gonna, you know, you're gonna dress a certain way, people, like I said, homie said, yeah, if you're dressed like a goddamn prostitute and I guess you're not, what's crazy? Hey, man, hey, yo, hold there real quick. I gotta get $100 from the ATM. And then you get offended. I'm like, bro, you look like a hoe. It's the same thing with Twitch hoes. Like, oh, I'm not a whore. Like, you think you're a higher standard? Like, here's a funny fact. Here's a fun fact. There is tiers. You got YouTubers at the bottom because they don't even show their real body, right? Then behind them is like fucking Twitch hoes. Then behind that is like, let's say, fucking bitches who do fucking actual cam shows. And then after that, like strippers or something. There's all tiers. Like, number one is prostitute. But in the eyes and brain of every single man, this isn't even bullshit. The second you hoe yourself up in any shape or form, even if you're automatically just a hoe. And this is true. A bitch who you don't even show your real titties, and you're using a VTubing chick. You're not your real body. To most men, you are basically equal to a prostitute. That is just the honest reality. It's double standards. It is what it is. So don't think that you're any better or special than an actual hoe. And the funny thing is, out of all of them, who are the coolest? Actual hoes. They're way cooler than all of y'all. Because they know what they are. They're rare. They're like, fuck it, I know I'm a hoe. Fuck. And you know what? They give more money than all of you too. Shit. Look, like I said, to me, I had mad respect to these bitches out here. Oh, I'm not a hoe, whatever. And then there was an actual stripper. And she was so happy that she could stream full time and everything because she hated being a stripper. And I was like, you know what? That's someone who genuinely wants to be here. And I respect you. And I respect you in your endeavors, right? Like, that was someone like, nah, she's a hoe because she had no choice. Y'all choose to be hoes because you don't want to fucking do real work. There's that. You are not the same. You know, and that's what you guys don't realize. Like, these bitches love stories where hoes get like, no, you want to know why those hoes get with Mr. Perfect? Because the guy sees who they are on the inside. And most of you bitches who are hoe, no, you're just a hoe. You don't want to actually work. You don't even want to cook, clean, or take care of things. You just want to be a hoe. I hate to say it. Shit. Same how dudes don't want to do shit. They'll sit here, be good looking and chat everything, but they don't want to take care of the kids. Their dumb ass doesn't want to cook and clean. So like, fuck it, I'm gonna get this fat bitch named Olga, and she's gonna do all the work. That's what fun fact. Yeah, the fat bitch Olga gets more fucking chads than y'all ever do because they actually get shit done. Because no dude who's worth their salt is gonna get a useless bitch. But yeah, so that's my rant. Is that you guys wondering why I'm so against like it's like, dude, because at the end of the day, like it's the same with isekai, you're motivating dudes to be losers, and it's just, why do you think men are so aggressive with this and that? Like, because like same with Simps. There's how many VTubers you don't. This is what's crazy to me. They don't even know what the bitch looks like. I guarantee you, if half these people saw them, they would be, oh, it's a fat chick. Oh, she's not. They wouldn't care anymore. Because it's you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
they're gooning to rigs. They're gooning to pixel rigs.
Literally,
they're gooning to motion pixels.
Like I said, unless you're the bikini bottoms who actually make content and are funny, that means Numi, Shy Lily, Yuzu. They're actually funny, and you know how you know they're actually good VTubers? I don't even look at their models. I have them in the background while I'm doing shit because they're actually good entertainers. The rest of you, 99% of you, you're just taking advantage of lonely men. That's his cap. Because I said this before, same in the FGC. Someone said it good. There was a dude who's apparently super toxic. The second he had a girlfriend, he posted whatever, having life. Apparently they're married now. Dude became mad chill. Like, dude, and which proves my point. Some of y'all really just need to get laid. That's all you fucking need. So to my message to bitches is, if you're gonna pretend to act or be a hoe, at least actually be a hoe. If you once show skin or something, I don't care if you have an OnlyFans. If you're like, oh, I only cover Mr. Perfect, go find a random loser, nerd, whatever, and be like, yo, let me suck this dude. That is your obligation as a hoe. Go make that incel not be a school shooter. That is the least you could do for all of society. Please, that is my message to you. At least commit to being a hoe, because I am. That's all I'm gonna say. There we go. That's something I wanted to go off. I'm just so tired of this so simple, and no one really truly acknowledges what the problem is, man.
Yeah, Mr. Playboy. I didn't know you were.
I'll say this, chicks, please do not be heavier than me. That's my main requirement.
As a guy, since we're all guys here, there's just one main rule that we must always follow.
Safety.
A key
your home is
that can unlock many doors is a master key.
True.
A door that can be unlocked by many keys is useless.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, spars.
Bro, guys, philosophical.
I mean, it's a shitty door.
I yeah. Tell you guys,
No.
I'm not a good door. Anyway.
Another thing for the ladies, I will
then
say
they started revving.
I was
there's two
downshifting,
things
I'm
for
sorry.
ladies for them to follow. There's this one. Ain't no shame, ladies, do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure you're ahead of the game. That's one. But following that, they must also follow the rule of know your place.
Yes.
Like,
Kendrick
if you're
Lamar
gonna
said
be
the
a
best,
hoe,
bitches
just play
don't
into
hustle,
it.
chase
Yes.
trophies.
They,
That's why you see the Latino women on the streets. They do this shit because they find it fun.
you know, and that's the thing too.
And they wear it on their fucking sleeve. Then I say I'm a
respect
high
that.
value woman, and it's like I'm a whore,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
want a good man.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
it.
you know that Buzz Lightyear scene where Buzz gets shipped back to the store. Yeah. And bitches are like, I'm a 10, and it's like hundreds and thousands and like Buzz Lightyears on the shelves.
Yeah, crazy thought, chicks. That guys like you for your personality and not what you are on the outside. Crazy concept. Crazy concept. I like that.
You know what's
There's a
funny? In the
difference.
realm of
There'll be-
Transformers, those bitches can be considered Decepticons. Or Predacons.
Oh my.
Get it? Transformers, niggas in disguise.
You cooked. Anyways, any other topic? I mean, that was a subtopic within the topic. And I forgot what the main one was again. Because I'm a dum-dum. All right, what the fuck?
LGBTQIA.
Oh, right. And then I went into me bitching about bitches being...
Yeah.
The Alphabet Mafia.
Yeah.
Dude, that's true. Speaking of Mafia, Nintendo's
That's the
definitely a
fucking
Mafia.
alphabet clown parade.
Dude, they are clowns, bro. They look like clowns.
Nintendo's
Yo,
a
we're gonna
mafia.
talk about the Nintendo Mafia right now.
I mean...
Aren't they like friendly? So how are they?
Oh,
mafia?
okay. We talked about this a bit before. But I think we did, because I told you guys, right?
Niggas said they're
Bro had a toad laugh.
Yeah, that they went to... No. No, we did. No, see, I'm not going to talk about it because we did. We already did. Remember I said that they went over to Brazil, to their door, bro, full yakuza, probably with a bat, like, hey, we're going to need you to take out that Yuzu emulator. You know, if you know what's good for you. You know?
Yeah, we already talked about it last week, or the last episode.
Yeah, there's not much,
that's
and we
crazy.
already kind of covered it a bit, too.
That was a crazy accent.
Haiku.
I still understand.
That metaphor
Understand.
fantasio that we were going to talk about.
Is it a competition? Am I missing something right now?
Of?
No, I'm saying, what is it with like American women and being whores?
You know what? I don't know.
It's supposed to be empowered. It's supposed to be empowering.
Like this not even trying to be like a defamatory thing, because this is a real thing. It's not like I'm saying. It's not like I'm saying.
I mean, I went off earlier.
Like, girl. Yeah, I'm not saying like space doesn't exist, my nigga. Like this is something like that's happening like real life. Like I'm saying like, why is the sun like out 12 hours a day? Like, is there like, does anyone have an explanation for that? We know we see.
I actually do. If you want to
sit
get
here
an explanation, I can give it to you.
Go for it.
Look, all I'm saying is that I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like it's not happening. I'm just saying like, is it like a competition? Like, what's going on to the point where everyone has to be a whore?
It's
So essentially what ended up happening throughout the mid to late 90s, a lot of women were really getting pushed to the idea of, hey, shake your rump no matter where you are. It don't matter. Just shake your ass everywhere and freedom of being a woman.
Yes.
And over time, that ended up leaning more toward the internet, where it's like, hey, now we're on the internet. Speak your mind. And then over time, when the more women came on the internet, the more it was like, okay, women, welcome to the internet. Show your titties.
And also, don't forget the whole equality thing. Like
the basic part of it is what happened was hip hop got idolized.
That's, you know what, that actually definitely contributes for sure.
You know what? No, the hip hop wasn't the reason.
No,
I hate to say hip hop was the main component of it, but no. What turned it into this was actually far more worse.
Feminism.
Feminism. Feminism itself.
And that's what I wanted to add to that is the fact that we're just as equal as men. It's like, wait, men can go around and sleep around, we can do it. Like, no, it's called double standards, and there's a reason why. A dude can go around, he can't get pregnant. You go around, you'll get pregnant. Oh, now we have Vera's baby daddy. Oh, like, you know, like you can't go around like a dude. It just sucks. I'm sorry. It's called biology. I know. Crazy concept. Also, another thing the other thing that contributes to it, like I said, it's all these features, everything from like culture, this, that, and again, the final one for sure I would say is money. Like, women can now be in the workforce, so they're not like, they don't have to settle for a dude. Now they have to get Mr. Six Pack money, and you know, like, and the thing is, women are too privileged. They, like, that's what I said earlier. Look at how many Twitch hoes, VTuber hoes, they'd rather be a hoe than work for money, and at the end of the day, it's genetically in them. It just is. Like, I've seen this before when I worked. Like, men, men inherently don't like doing certain jobs. Like I've seen it before. Like I hate working on like when I was doing cleaning stuff. There's some things I hated doing. My mom didn't mind. There's some things my mom would be like, oh, I hate doing this. Oh, I'll do it. You know, and again, a bitch was saying she's like, no, fuck equality. She was trying to take a tire and everything. It's not that hard, but she just hated doing it. Which is men and women, we're just literally mentally geared different. It's easier for a hoe to be a hoe than a dude. To a dude, it's demeaning. We're like, no, I have pride. This and bitches ain't got no pride. That's the other thing too. Inherently, he just got no pride. I don't give a fuck. That's something deeper. But like I said, I mean, things like they would rather hoe themselves for money than actually work a job. Like that is actual 1000% cap. I know one YouTuber.
It's just easier. It's infinitely easier.
And again, dudes are way more like, you don't see bitch. I mean, don't get me wrong, bitches are definitely down bad, but like again, there's not as many dudes that can pimp themselves out like girls want. And on top of that, most dudes have too much, quote, pride to really do it. And also, just dudes are just ugly. Let's be real. Just dudes are uglier than chicks. So, and the other thing is, dudes are just bigger simps. So there's this. It's the market thing. Like at the end of the day, who would have thought sex sells? There's a reason prostitutes are primarily female. Oh, who would have guessed? Crazy. But the whole thing is like more so it's just that it's public and they have no shame. That's really what it is. Like, hey man, like I said, if you're a hoe, I'm like, yeah, I'm a hoe and I'm proud. Hey, power to you. I respect that. Here's $100. But no, to me, that's why I say I don't care that there's hoeing yourself out. Is that you want to say I have $100 and you don't put out. Like to me, like if you are a dude and you are giving any bitch money, and you ain't getting some head, you are an idiot. You are actually an idiot. Head. Like you are a dumbass, bro. Like that is just stupid. Like how do you spend hundreds of dollars on these fake bitches? Like just the VTuber ones alone, the least offensive ones out of all the hoes. And some of them, and to me, same with the VTubers. Like they wonder, like, look, bro, you should kind of expect. Don't be surprised. Like yeah, it sucks that dudes think they're intelligent because they give you money. That's not how this works. But why would you be surprised if a dude gives you a house worth $1 of money? And then thinks he's entitled to your pussy. Like that's just, I'm sorry, that's just how it works. We see a half naked bitch, we give money, they expect it in return. So you see, like crazy concept. If a dude's giving you, I mean, dude, shout outs to Shondo for treating out like, dude, if you get someone that's your manager and they're doing it for free, they like you. I'm like, yeah, because no reasonable dude's gonna do something for fucking free. Like crazy idea. That's the real crux of the problem. It's not that you're being a hoe, it's that you're being a whore. And I like honest with, like, again, Shondo's the shit. Same with this one VTuber you guys heard that she fucked her manager or whatever. And she said, like, oh no, I don't fuck for money. I fuck for pleasure. And my favorite quote, this is what we need. Women, y'all need to learn from it. I am a whore, not a prostitute. There we go. Like I said, just as I said, the problem is that y'all bitches shake your ass and think it. And to me, the biggest number one thing is don't do this in front of kids. Hell no. I would like my daughter to be a respectable member of society and be in science and not be a useless bitch. I mean, no offense, like, whatever, but no one's sitting here like, oh, look at this famous prostitute. Like, no one gives a shit. We care about the bitch that invented the nuclear bomb.
The first 10 years
of a closer look at that snout.
Nah, you gotta, for the first 10 years of their life, you gotta keep them away from the internet as much as possible.
That is facts.
Keep
like, not at least until they become not at least until they fucking 13 or some shit. The most they get in is like some video games.
Yeah. Oh my god, I like this gun.
And nothing mainstream though.
Look at that snout.
I'm putting them on shit I played as a kid.
Shit, I like the gamers are not. I'm seeing this shit. Yeah. Also, I like that Reddit tangent. Like I went off of it earlier, just talking about I was giving shit to like LEwd VTubers and that they're taking advantage of fucking, dudes just being losers, incels. Same like Isekai. Like this, the problem is instead of trying to get men to get deeper in the hole, how about we get them out? Don't play your stupid booty water Genshin Impact. Don't make hentai of a game that just came out. How about, oh my god, mod, you know what you could do with those skills? Work for me for free and don't get paid, because you have no problem working for free. Why don't you contribute to an actual game that won't matter in society instead of making useless nude mods? And my suggestion to you nude modders, you should work for me for free. Contribute to society. Because I'm gonna donate that money that could have been I could have paid for someone. I'm gonna give it to a child charity. There's some little squishy that can use that money. So look at that. Instead of you making a useless ass nude mod, you get to help a starving child in Africa. Look at that, and then you get to feel good about yourself. That one's free.
They'll never feel good about themselves.
That's true. Fair enough.
Like there's a reason why the majority of those people had their mother kick them out at 17.
Oh.
Damn, dude, we both. Okay. So, all right. So we're gonna no more mini topics, so I can get to the final big topic. Because I know every single one of you will have something to say, and you need to glaze the shit out of me on this one.